I started the video too early. So, welcome back to the Open Chest Anime Podcast. I am your inexperienced host, Rishi753. Joining me tonight, the first one to show up tonight, Random 11.
Hey, I get front billing.
Yeah, better than being late and gay like this loser.
Well, don't worry, at least I'll be gentle on your first time, okay? You said inexperienced host, right?
No.
I was gonna make one of those jokes. I chose not to.
Don't worry, I did it on your behalf.
Well, I thank you.
Anyway, so, to start things off, we have insert thing here that Reese is going to pop up on the screen.
This
right?
one, right?
Sure, yeah. If you
we got the
support
sexy website now with 100% less AC because he's going to prison. Hold on. Is this supposed to show that we're live or?
There's a live button on the right there.
Right,
to
that's
the
this
left.
one.
Or yeah, left.
Oh, it does work. Cool.
It used to be on the right. I guess AC moved it.
So
Well, now with 100% less AC, that won't be a problem in the future.
yeah, I was thinking about having you do like maybe there's a gunshot in his head, like a bullet hole in his head, or something.
A gunshot. I was gonna say what, a laser pointed to his head, like a sniper type deal.
But he's not here, so he's already dead. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, so we've got this sexy little website that's still a work in progress. You can, in the description, click on this document, or just go to ocapodcast.com/OCA-165. And I need to open up all these tabs properly.
And you can presumably just type in whatever number podcast you want to see the doc for.
But if you feel like supporting us and helping us bail AC out of prison, we have this little Patreon for the podcast. AC's got a Patreon.
If you hate us and just him.
If you hate us but love him, but with him being in prison now, I don't know how much worth that's going to be for it. And then there's Stealth Weeb.
Because you're supporting a criminal.
And then there's Stealth Weeb with a lot of stuff not on here anymore for some reasons, which
shall not be named.
Shall not be doxed.
Is that why he's in prison?
Maybe. Company charged for selling Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba look-alike products.
Oh no.
The Nagoya-based public.
That's
why he's in jail. Yeah. So the Nagoya District Public Prosecutor's Office issued a charge on Monday against Red Spice, which is not AC's real name for sure.
Spice.
A wholesale vendor based in Yokohama on suspicion of violating Japan's Unfair Competition Prevention Act for selling Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba look-alike goods. The 56-year-old representative director Wu Zhaobin is included in the charge, which is also not AC's real name for sure. So basically, charge was for creating confusion under the Unfair Competition Prevention Act. It is forbidden to use a false or misleading designation of origin that will create confusion with another person's goods or business. 3 other people, including the former president of the company, were also arrested, but the charges against them were dropped due to insufficient evidence.
Oh, wrecked.
So I assume that picture there is just like Anime News Network making a picture?
Maybe.
Because that's like the worst photoshopped thing ever. Like,
oh, you mean they just put an overlay on a generic hoodie?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it looks like that hoodie, but like if you look at the Photoshop job, like the checkerboard doesn't bend or like distort at the arms, right? It just goes across the arms.
It's too straight.
It just goes right over the arms. Like it's just plastic right on top.
Like the arm is kind of down here. Yeah.
Like there should be the shadow of the arm crease has.
Well, the fact that this lines up so perfectly.
Yeah, the arm's bent and it's clearly just slapped on front.
Yeah.
It's not conforming to the arms contours.
It's straighter than FDDNM is tonight.
Whoa.
So moving right along.
Are we? Because we forgot to mention that there's that one article we covered or something that was like Demon Slayer tried to patent the design, or Sony did.
Yeah,
they couldn't because checkerboard's such a generic.
Yeah, the checkerboard was Control Shift T. There we go.
Yeah, in America that would not fly. The only way that I know of that they would be able to be in hot water is if they had like the logo somewhere on there. Basically. But like if they were selling just a green and black checkered hoodie in America, I don't see how they would be in trouble for that.
They'd be like, "Hey, that's Demon Slayer green," and it's like, do you own the color green?
Which is why we think AC will definitely be back next week because the charges will be dropped. So, but yeah, as you were saying, Shueisha did trademark 3 of them for Tomioka, Kocho, and Rengoku, but was denied for Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Zenitsu.
But they got other guy?
I don't think what's his name? Inosuke has much of a pattern kind of thing associated with him. So
well, anyway, yeah.
But like Zenitsu's got the triangles and the yellow and triangle stuff, and then
the Illuminati.
Yeah. Former Act Age manga artist designs independent virtual YouTuber Mayuri.
I mean, if you liked Act Age's art that much,
which one of the Act Age authors was arrested?
It was the writer that was arrested.
The writer, okay. So it's not okay.
Independent from that.
So, I mean, okay, I guess. If that's your thing, but
personally, like I'm not familiar with Act Age apart from it's been canceled from the incident that shall not be named.
Hey, come on!
I was not expecting that.
I didn't even see the clip when I played it just now, but clearly it played.
I saw it.
I think my connection's just that age, but hey, whatever.
Alright, well, oh yeah, RWBY. You want to talk about this one, FDDNM?
Oh, yes. So, basically, Rooster Teeth decided, let's get some more woke points by saying, look at us, we're heroes! Our fictional characters got the vax for a virus that isn't even in their world. And, I can't tell if she's wearing clothes on her arms there, but on the Yang one.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, the Band-Aid on my leather shoulder pad or whatever.
Yeah, they both have the Band-Aid
on. But why do they have why did she have the Band-Aid over her clothes? That's
because
stupid.
it's a massive hack job.
Yeah, they didn't want to render out new models where they had arms.
Technically, it's over. She's got her sleeves going on here too.
Yeah, it's for sure. You can see the wrinkles.
Yeah.
At her armpits.
Or maybe they just didn't want to show too much skin. That would be
elbows.
Exploiting women. But anyway, you can obviously see that it's like wow, you're such heroes for saying that. I'm so glad that these fictional characters are now involved in this type of politicization. You know.
I don't
Um,
know.
so
I
if you still had any reason to, I don't know, like Rooster Teeth and Ruby, there's one less reason.
But at this point, if you still like them, that's not going to be one less. It's going to be one more.
I think
Well,
the CG AIDS show is bad, and I don't like Rooster Teeth. But I don't really have an issue with this. It's like,
oh, you don't.
no, like I don't know. Did you guys see the couple weeks ago the Teletubbies did the same thing? They all the Teletubbies got vaccinated.
That's how they get you. They start with the little 3-year-old kids
Well-
watching Teletubbies.
Well, basically, they're saying, look, your favorite fictional characters that have literally nothing to do with this, they're getting it, so that means
I
I
mean,
should too.
well, I mean, I don't see like it is kind of like propaganda and stuff, but like the general idea uh, from the establishment is go get vaccinated, and I don't have an issue with them saying yeah you should go get vaccinated. Obviously, we have issues when they start forcing you to, but just saying like hey you should go get vaccinated from a random tweet.
I mean, is
That
someone really going to be swayed by a fictional character? Like, because I feel like their mind's kind of made up by that point. They're like, you know what? Ruby
the
Rose.
the
she-
one
Yeah,
thing
if
the one thing
Ruby says it's okay, it's fine by me. I'm
The
gonna
one-
go get down the street right now.
Like the idea I'm getting behind is that this isn't gonna change anything. It's just gonna give them woke points for being like, oh, you should do that thing that's kind of obvious for some people.
I don't even
already."
think it's all that woke though, to be honest. But
It's unnecessary.
Well, it's not woke. It's just that they're getting virtue signal points by doing it. Therefore, it's tangentially woke.
sure, but like I don't know. I've never watched the show, but based on the art style, I would assume their audience is skewed lower than adult. Is
All
that
I know
a
is that,
correct assumption?
the first season, as so ironically, as Lance comes in his server, he was talking about how so I'm Aspire, so what? He was talking about like jamming every anime cliche into one, and I said, well, that's exactly what I thought of RWBY. Like when the first season or the first few episodes, I'm like, they're just like throwing the kitchen sink at you for like, oh, here's an anime cliche. It has to be anime now if we have anime cliches, right? And I'm just like, okay, that's great. And apparently it gets worse after Monty died.
Yeah.
And since it was already such a low bar to reach for me, that sounds pretty bad for me.
Yeah, we could spend hours talking about the declining quality of RWBY, but I think these designs in general are kind of lazy. It's like they couldn't commission new artwork for their
Oh, it's
vaccine.
super lazy.
Like it's like really, guys. Like
But-
if you're gonna be woke, at least put some effort into it.
Again, I don't
Jeez.
think this is woke. But anyway, there's a couple key things here. One, there's their team vaccine. Okay, they don't actually talk about a particular vaccine, right? They're not even talking about COVID here. So you could, it's obviously implied, but
Right.
you could
it's like-
just say like they're.
I was about to
flu
say, really?
vaccine.
Like what other vaccine are you?
Well, I mean, the flu vaccine is starting to go. Like you can start to go get the flu vaccine now, and just in general, like people are hesitant about other vaccines. Although a smaller crowd of those people are in that case. But so saying like, hey, we like vaccines. I don't see it as a big issue. The
No,
funny
I don't
thing
either.
that
Well,
I
you're
see though.
dragging
just find
politics
that the artwork
into
is just
something
terrible.
uninherently political.
Sure, but hold on. I'll get to that in a second. But the other thing that I find funny is if they are implying, which I mean, they are implying it, but if they are trying to say like, hey, go get the COVID vaccine, and they're targeting like this seems like something that like a kids show would do, and the irony is kids can't get the COVID vaccine yet,
Oh my!
right? So I find that funny. But the other thing is, like, if you look at other shows like even Sailor Moon did it, right? At the end of Sailor Moon, they repurposed bits and clips of the episode to do like a
For
PSA.
PSAs.
Like, hey kids, like remember bullying is bad. I see this
Well, that
as
was
the same.
adaptation, but yes.
I see
Now-
this as the exact
Evangelion
same.
did that AIDS PSA.
Now,
I
okay,
see this
so-
as the same type of thing as the last minute thing on Sailor Moon saying, you know, go to the doctor when you feel sick.
So
Right.
I refute
Again, that was a
point.
deep thing, not Sailor Moon in
I-
itself.
I refute
yeah.
that point because this is the exact same as that Digimon Tamers play. It's like I agree with the sentiment behind it, but this is not the place for that, dude. To say, oh, cancel culture. What was the attack?
But again, they're
Yeah.
not saying like, hey, if you don't get the vaccine, you're a piece of trash and you're gonna end the society.
So saying,
And we
don't
should all
bully
avoid
kids-
everyone
they're
who isn't.
saying, they're saying
Saying
if
don't
you're
bully
not with
kids
us,
is-
you're against us.
saying
doing this.
team or whatever, team don't bully or whatever, it's like duh, like I'm pretty sure basically 100% of people align with that, whereas it's this type of thing is like there's two
Hello.
sides to the coin basically.
Hey.
Hey Lance, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh God.
There's two
All right,
sides to the
finally.
coin, and it's a controversial issue type deal, and it's political in nature.
Well,
Whereas
again,
bullies,
but
they
you're
don't
you're
have
coming
bullies.
at it from.
Someone mentioned earlier that they were talking about like, yeah, kids can't get the vaccines. Well, the thing is, our government knows that people are using the whole, you know, kids are trying to rebel against their parents to get the vaccine or not get the vaccine.
I
and
thought that was the transition, but
They're using that psychological play as well. So like,
Well, if you're under
grouping in
12,
that
like
regards.
you literally cannot get the vaccine. But
you don't have politicians that are like, vote for my party and we'll end bullying, and the other party is like, we'll reinstate bullying. It must be.
never black and white.
we should make a clarification.
Bully,
although I don't know
bully
if it matters,
mandates
but
are coming.
everyone should consult their own doctors when considering the vaccine and other effects and side effects.
Well, yes, because
But-
it's a live.
Did
I have a
they
friend who
say
has
that?
cancer,
Did they
and it's a
say
live
that on
virus.
Their
So-
team vaccine ad.
Yeah, no. Well, presumably on their vaccines.gov website, maybe. But again, they're not saying COVID vaccine. They're just talking about vaccines in general. They're not like demonizing people who don't take the vaccine.
I mean, look at their timeline. Give it a week, and they probably will be. Or at
Sure,
least
if
people
they start doing
associated
that,
with-
and they make like if they make like an episode where like the good guys are the vaccinated people and the bad guys are the
That would be
unvaccinated people,
hilarious.
Dude, like I don't understand.
then we have a problem, right? But that's
That-
I mean,
look,
a
remember,
step
this
further.
is Rooster Teeth we're talking about. It wouldn't, be
Would
Sure,
have been
but-
like at least more cool if they had at least used Digimon and been like the vaccine versus the virus.
That's hilarious. But like when they say Ruby's on Team Vaccine, it kind of gives it a connotation.
Yeah, it also
and
makes it look like Yang's the
there's
villain.
people that like can't get vaccines for one reason or another. So it's like even if they're for it, they're like, well, damn, I guess I'm on the wrong team. Or something.
What are some of the replies, Reese? What are the replies to the
Yeah,
tweet?
scroll down. And actually, quote tweets are probably plenty.
Also,
good.
I've been trying to join. I was trying to join this podcast from like a hot minute ago, so kept getting cucked on getting in here.
That's fair.
So AC is really using up his one phone call and his messages here.
Yeah, live from prison. Have you seen the Disney social distancing ads on every city bus in California?
Have you seen the stupid video game, like FDA approved COVID vaccine thing that they're doing on YouTube now that I'm really annoyed with?
Video game?
Oh God. No, I
Yeah,
haven't
they're
seen
like
that.
doing gaming, and they're power ups. They're like, look, the vaccine's like a power up. You'd know it when you'd see it.
Oh, so they're trying to, quote,
All right.
gamify it?
So
or
are we
whatever.
done talking about this headache?
I'm done. I'm done with it. I had to deal with this today. I'm good.
Yeah, I'd like to see the replies, but yes,
Okay.
we're done for the most part.
The replies are exactly what you expect.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I have to restart. My computer crashed.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Both.
that's no fun.
We hear you just fine.
Yeah,
Anyone?
my computer is a zombie right now, so I have to restart it.
Okay,
luck.
well, we'll see you here in a little bit, I guess.
All right, so that's it for. Hold on, I gotta go back to the.
Goodbye, Facebook, or whatever platform that is.
This is Twitter.
Oh,
Pickup time. Do you guys have any pickups?
Sadly, I don't. Get back to me on Wednesday, and I might have something.
All right.
I don't have pickups in mine, not for a
What?
while. So
I have pickups. Hold on, I gotta go find it. There we go. So I've left on Wednesday the 1st, and I just got back home today. So, and this is all I have to show for it. So I got Lupin the Third. So I got Lupin the Third Part 3 complete collection with the left hand on it.
I was gonna say that's your first discography that has like
Yeah.
your name attached to it.
I'll-
Probably not credited.
So I'm kind of ashamed to say that I did go through the liner notes and the credits for any kind of mention of what happened with the cover, and nothing was said. I was kind of sad.
F in chat for Reese.
So also I got My Hero Academia Volume 29, and then Justice League: The Snyder Cut on Blu-ray. So I have not watched this yet, but yeah. It's 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Does that fit on one disc? Oh yeah, it should, because like anime.
oh heck yeah, dude, it's a Blu-ray.
Yep.
Well, I
easy.
think I'm probably mixing it up with the 4K Blu-ray, because it's like, dude, you need like 4K bit rates and all that stuff. Like, can you do that on one disc for 4 hours? I don't know.
To be fair, I have no idea. Not really into 4K.
You're not really into like 360p,
I max out at around 420, thank you.
420p.
I mean, once everything moves to 4K, then yeah, I'll be into 4K myself. But
I don't think 4K is going to become a standard like Blu-ray has.
I hope it doesn't.
I hope
It's too
it
damn
just
expensive.
becomes like combo packed in, and then it just has like that transitional period until literally.
And they
every
still
console
do make
is 4K.
DVDs.
Well,
Like
guys,
they
it's like-
make a DVD for the Snyder Cut.
Think about it like this: like how's good traditional style anime that's been drawn going to transition to fucking 4K?
What are you
Yeah.
talking
It's
about? It perfectly
terrifying to think
transitions.
about, like the CG bullshit that's going to come out of if everything goes to 4K.
What are you talking about? 4K is even better for that because you got more anti-aliasing, so it's less aliasing.
Do they make
Yeah, but
your
the
name
the hand drawn art style and everything is going to really be blobbed out because there's no
it's
way
gonna
you
be
can.
way higher quality. I mean, sure, you'll see the pubic hairs in like way higher definition, but the point is when they scan the cells, it looks so crisp and clean. Even Papa AC would attest to how he's like, it's so high resolution that you can actually see the shadow from the cells.
I will 100% admit to Cookie there. I just realized that they don't have to like design it in 4K. I don't know why that slipped my fucking mind.
What?
They could just image shot it with a 4K camera. You know what? Never mind.
What sets have been in 4K? Ghost in the Shell, I'm pretty sure, right? Didn't Ghost in the Shell get a 4K?
Wasn't that
release?
standalone complex was in 4K?
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
the
There's a
original
bit on
No,
Raptor.
original
movie.
film.
There's
Oh.
a bit on Raptor. So
The problem
Lance,
with a lot of newer anime is I noticed this while I was watching Black Lagoon. Some of the stuff was mastered in like lower resolution. So even though it was like 1080p on Funimation, there were certain scenes where like a character was just, you could tell they were like, I don't know what resolution they were at, but
there's
it
a
didn't
lot
look
to
like
unpack
1080.
here. I can answer all of this theoretically. So Lance, to start off, these old anime that were done on Cell are they're done on Cell, and
Yeah.
what they do is they take so because they use a film reel, it has infinite resolution. I mean, technically speaking, if you have like 16 millimeter and stuff like that, it kind of caps out before there's diminishing returns to such a high degree that it doesn't really
The
feel like it
resolution
exists.
is the
I
film.
mean, I would love to see this in 4K, but I mean,
Well,
I mean,
well, anyway,
look at that
basically,
face in the water. Look at that.
Look at that woman in the top hat on the left.
No, the middle one. I'm talking about the middle
Did
one.
you say
Oh.
the woman in the top left? That's a mustache.
I'm talking about the potato in the middle.
Yeah,
Well,
I see that
dude.
potato.
That would be great in 4K.
She's
Like,
got
you're right.
mashed potatoes in her hair.
I love how the guy whose face is half off screen is higher detail than the other.
Right?
This is Lupin.
Anyway.
I can't remember what episode this is, but this is one of the later episodes of Lupin the Third Part 2. I watched it last night.
When it comes to films, I mean, yes, technically, I guess that's a way to measure like how big you can blow it up. But if you shine light through a piece of plastic, it's not like limited by pixels. It's just based on how, I don't know, the cells absorb the Chungus light. So anyway,
it's called film grain.
the idea, Lance, is that even though back in the day it would have been the equivalent of like 480p or whatever, I mean, technically it's not capped, but because they have like the tiny tube televisions and stuff, it doesn't come across as like super high quality. But they just take the cells, or sorry, not the cells. They take the film and they're able to rescan it at a high resolution, despite it being really old. Now, what was the second thing? Ghost in the Shell. So that's kind of weird. I don't quite get it, because that was what allegedly the first. Well, not the first, because Golgo 13 used like CG
No,
and
the
stuff.
first was Space Adventure Cobra.
The first
Oh no! Oh, you're
digital?
talking about CG. That's right. You're sorry. That's like
It was
20 years
Space
after
Adventure-
Golgo 13.
Was Space Adventure Cobra the first? What?
4K.
No, that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting at like the first digital like anime, all digital anime or something, which is confusing because I'm like, how do they render it at 4K? Did they
I mean,
like
considering Digimon said let's go digital, would that be digital in your regards?
Digimon is digital actually?
Well, a
except
lot of
the
4K things are upscales, right?
not
From what-
really.
Yeah,
If
really.
you're talking about live
unless it's a
action.
direct scan.
No, I'm not talking about live action. A lot of 4K Blu-rays are just upscaled. They're not like re-imaged anything. They're just upscaled 1080p.
In live action, yes, because they have a 1080p workflow, and like if they had all their rendering computers all working in 4K and stuff, it would
Not just live
be
action.
great. Can you name some? Because I know Gundam was made in like
Spider-Man
810p.
Into the Spider-Verse was a 2K upscale for the 4K Blu-ray.
okay, that's 100% of 4Ks that are not live action. But what is it like? I know
Into the
Gundam-
Spider-Verse isn't live action.
I said it isn't. I'm saying that makes up the 100% of non-live action 4Ks. But
There's a lot more than just that.
I know you're only mentioning one. I'm talking about anime right now, but technically Gundam. You are right. Gundam, Thunderbolt was done
That was beautiful.
810p, some really stupid resolution, 810p, and then rendered out at 4K. But before we get too ahead, so Ghost in the Shell, I can't tell. My thought is that they had some way of like they put it out on film, so they were able to scan it in at a much higher resolution. But the way they rendered the digital data onto the cell was somehow like uncompressed and not like aliased and all this crap. I don't know how the hell they do it, but that's the only way they could have done it without it being like some sort of upscale. Because if they did it digitally, they could have the original project files, and then they can re-render it, right? Which leads into Black Lagoon, because that must have been, it had to have been using the original source digital projects, because there's no way they would have got, because there are some aspects of it that are way too clean for it to be some sort of upscale, in my opinion anyway.
Yeah, I don't.
But they're...
Go ahead.
I was going to say that you'll see, like, exactly what you're talking about. There are some scenes where you see super aliased pixeled edges, and you can't get that clean a pixeled edge without it with upscaling, right? So they had to have like Madhouse, that's the one.
Yep.
Madhouse must have had like some digital workflow that they were able to maintain like a lot of the definition that went into it without it being turbo pixely and looking like garbage. But as you say, there's a lot of stuff that does not age really well when it's exported that way. But they did, on the other hand, have some really nice looking stuff, despite being 2005 or whichever year it was. But yeah, so regarding the upscale, Gundam, what is that one that was really bad that Brad was saying was really bad? That's really recent.
The SSD Gundam, the fucking
No.
chibi looking bullshit.
He didn't watch that. He
I
NT?
watched some of that. I did enjoy it.
yeah, NT. That one was they upped their game. Now it's 1080p upscaled to 4K. I'm like, ooh. So this is the thing I joked about because I said a lot of these 1080p anime that are still being made even to this day are just done at like 720p and upscaled. And the reason I want 4K to be the standard for anime is so that they cheap out and use 1080p for real this time. Like that's all I want. It's not rocket surgery, right? But
So according to Blu-ray.com, the Your Name 4K Blu-ray is upscaled 4K.
yes, Your Name's upscaled. What's the other one? I can't remember. I think Weathering with You is upscaled.
Weathering
So far,
with
the only
You.
ones that are quote native are the ones that are scanned from like legacy, like pre-digital era. So like
Yeah.
Lupin and Cobra.
Castle Kelly. Hold on. We had Space Adventure Cobra, Ghost of Shell, Akira, Castle Cagliostro, Weathering with You.
Yeah, if they went back and rescanned in 4K, then obviously the Blu-rays are going to be native 4K. But what I was saying was a lot of the
Which, by the way, the Ghost in the Shell says native on Blu-ray.com, so that's why it's still an enigma to me. Now, the benefits that they do get is that their upscaling technique can be like better than say your TV doing it, and B, they can add an HDR coloring to it. So, despite it being functionally so similar to 1080p, it will have like better color depth theoretically if they do a good job, because I think Your Name apparently has really ass HDR. But other than that, sometimes 1080p is just so sharp that I'm assuming that they just leave it that way. And I'll say this: the 4K Blu-rays are good for one thing. They have an unbelievably high bit rate compared to the normal Funimation Sentai treatment, where they absolutely obliterate the bit rate because reverse importation, right? So for 4K, you're guaranteed to have that high. You're not going to get all that. What is it called again? The banding and the color blocking and stuff. So
that's the
yeah.
other while I was watching Black Lagoon, I noticed some hard
there's a lot of
banding.
banding.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Man, it's super hard.
Now, technically, I feel like upscaling would it would basically blur that, so it would give the illusion that there's no banding. But yeah, so the banding could definitely be an artifact of.
It was only in a couple
how
scenes
it
that I
was made.
noticed it, but it was really noticeable.
I think your TV can also affect how easily you see it, because if you have, like, say, an HDR TV, it will give some sort of SDR upgrade to whatever you watch, and it can actually I'm assuming it can enhance the contrast and the colors, so you're gonna see banding potentially better.
I'm not sure.
Which is, and by better I mean worse, because you're like, kill me. But yeah. Is there anything I haven't addressed here? I feel like I answered all of your questions.
Anybody have any other pickups?
Right, yeah, we were on pickups. I forgot. Nope, we're good, I think.
Yeah, we're good.
No. Let's.
Sorry for the lackluster show.
There we are. So, Right Stuff and Tokyo Pop launch Aria the Masterpiece manga reprint
They're
campaign.
still around. Jeez.
I feel like that happened already, didn't it?
No, they're reprinting it and they're being released in February.
And they're being released without the AIDS label that says Tokyo Pop and then like takes up a whole band on the side.
I don't know. I mean,
Looks like they still have
it's got the
Tokyo
Tokyo
Pop,
Pop thing on the
but
covers right here.
they're way more subtle about it this time. I don't know, that just kind of looks stupid when it's like that. But then again, for this release, it has the Aria text on the left, so it kind of works.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we have this Right Stuff affiliate link. I just clicked on. I was gonna
Your
go
mic
to
really cut out for me there, brother.
these new items. Where are they? There you are.
That is
So-
a very...
$20. So, May. I thought it was February. But
Are you
these all-
guys seeing a white screen? Sorry to interrupt you.
All I know is like
Oh.
restarted cutting out real bad for me.
I'm
So,
just
you know,
looking at Right Stuff and a white screen.
Well, yeah, it's a white screen version of Right Stuff. That's what...
Oh,
So
it's their censored version.
$20. Oh, this is better. So it's got
Is it
a
2-in-1?
big band on the side.
It's working on YouTube. I see it.
I don't know if this is whatever. But yeah, so these are all
Does it
coming
have
out.
any pages?
Oh, these are big versions too. These are looks like they're 2-to-1. Any future printings of this series beyond this last run are unlikely. So if you want the series, pre-order them.
Wait, so it's only going to have a first print?
Hmm?
It's only going to have
Sounds
a
like
first
it.
print run?
Last print for these.
That's kind of dumb.
It's a
It feels
reprint.
like an oxymoron that they're like, here, we're going to release the... this is the last printing.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
reprint,
what's the point
so
of
it's like,
releasing it?
I mean, you
I
can't
guess that's
keep
true.
printing them forever. I mean, it's like I don't know if it's just like a anime license for I don't do
Have you
do
seen
manga
the
have
K-pop,
licenses
selection?
like anime?
They have to.
Like they can
No,
only
I
feel like it's a
release
different
manga for-
Situation, but yeah, I think mangas do go out of print. I found that out the hard way.
Have you seen how there's like such a big variety of Tokyo Pop manga on Right Stuff that otherwise is out of print everywhere else? Like
Maybe because it just kept buying it in bulk, so they
Future
ended up with all the
Diary, I
stock.
think specifically, I'm like, wow, I can take all the volumes on here. But I bought the last one and this one in case those went out of print and they turned into money.
So that's the thing. FDDNM, you want to cover this one?
So,
Or,
Kodomo no Jikan Kickstarter has another update. And the TLDR is that nothing's happening. But so far they're like, we're officially wrapping up the Wonder 3 campaign. So everything for the Wonder 3 campaign has been taken care of. We'll start collecting and inventorying all of the item. What? Whoa, it cut out for me just there. All of the items we currently have for this campaign in our office. We will also start ordering shipping supplies and begin prepping the items for shipment so we can start sending out the non-book rewards to our domestic backers. Based on our current printing schedule, we'll most likely print the first book for this campaign either at the end of this year or at the very beginning of the next year. Unfortunately, as a result of the pandemic and the paper shortage, we have to plan prints in advance before we can print them. I guess there's a paper shortage? I guess there's a shortage.
Yeah, all those people that
virtual
stole all that
printers.
toilet paper ran out and needed to steal paper
Yeah.
from the manga.
Time
I mean,
to
they
wipe
did
my
say
ass
that
with
in
the
Japan-
books.
In Japan, there is more manga than toilet paper.
Shit on your
allegedly.
media. Sorry.
I could have sworn Brad said there was something that was saying that Kodomo no Jikan would have the printing, I don't know, sometime way later, and that they're going to be working on the assembly of the digital goods. But either way, so yeah, to no surprise, nothing's happening basically.
And I'm seeing this over here in the chat. Whatever.
I like to think that says Cygnusjkins.
Yeah. There's a manga that hasn't been officially translated in English. It's Kishin Doji Zenki. There's a lot of manga that hasn't been officially translated in English. So, not just one.
Thanks for tuning in. Your new face.
Whoever you are. Alright, open tab, new tab. So, Pokemon the movie, Secrets of the Jungle, also known as Pokemon the movie Coco, hits Netflix on October 8th. So that's a thing.
After Diamond and Pearl, I literally just
didn't they
couldn't take
release
any
the
more
Pokemon Journeys or whatever it's called, Part 1?
Yep.
You son of a bitch!
Take that.
Alright. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
didn't they release some on Netflix just recently?
Yeah.
There was a Pokemon Evolutions thing.
Yeah, Pokemon Lost Evolutions, and they've been releasing the newer Pokemon series on Netflix as well.
Last Evolution is the Digimon movie.
No, it's just called Pokemon Evolutions.
Oh yeah, Pokemon, or the remake of the first movie, or are we talking about something else?
So there's Pokemon, the first movie, Evolved. Is that what it was called? Anyway, that's
Okay.
with Mewtwo.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. They did release that, obviously, but there's this new thing that they're doing.
Main character, right?
So that's Pokemon Journeys, which is the same. I think that character is also in this movie. I think Ko is in this Jungle Secrets of the Jungle movie. But then there's also a new thing that they're doing, which is like a mini series that they're doing called Pokemon Evolutions, which is, as far as I know, it's of what I've seen anyway. It's focused on animating the story of Sword and Shield. So
wait a second,
and it's
there
got
was
like
this,
a newer
ONA
animation
thing
style.
That was like, 8 episodes from 8 different regions or whatever.
That's probably it. That's probably the Evolutions thing. So the one I seen was from the region of Sword and Shield's game. Yeah, but I guess, yeah. So I guess there's other. It had like the champion from Galar or whatever, and your rival in it. I just seen the trailer, but I assume the other episodes are going to be from other regions.
Yeah.
So isn't this the one where we get some kind of news about Ash's dad?
Oh God, I might have to watch this now.
Giovanni, you mean? No.
That would be so fun.
Dude, that would be awesome in a way.
That would be awesome. That is
Isn't that
actually.
Hey, Pokemon Company, steal that idea, please.
No, he's Giovanni's the father of Silver, the redheaded guy.
The hedgehog?
Why isn't that the
redheaded
main
villain.
series? 'Cause oh, you mean you do know that they made a like a gold and silver version of Pokemon as well, where the main character has a Typhlosion, and it's actually really fun. I'm drawing a blank on what the name is though.
Gold and Silver, the main character, or like Typhlosion is the Typhlosion is a starter for Gold and Silver, so like the evolved form. So
I'll send you a
sure
link to what I'm talking about.
But in the remake of Gold and Silver for the 3DS, they had this side thing at the end. It was like an end post game story where they showed that your rival, which is the redhead guy whose official name is Silver, is the son of Giovanni.
So what you're telling me is that Silver is Ash's brother.
Sounds about right, yeah.
I guess so.
God, the story keeps getting better than the actual series.
I mean,
Continue.
it's not from Ash's mom. It's from somebody else. Who else
It's
is
from
it?
Ash's-
Professor Oak.
Nurse Joy.
Mr. Mime.
Oh,
Oh my.
hey, Officer Jenny.
Yeah,
Officer Jenny could
You all
arrest
know
him
that
anyway.
Ash's mom is banging Mr. Mime, right? Like that's a thing.
And
That's gotta
I mean,
happen, and that's
Ash's
like
mom
in
has got it
Sun and
going
Moon.
on.
I thought Ash's mom was getting it with Professor Oak.
No,
I mean, that's what I kind of
Mr.
always
Mime
thought.
is hanging out with her every day. Like that.
But you know what's even better?
Professor
The
Oak's
mom
got
in-
his own house.
The mom in Sun and
It's
Moon
it's
is
it's
banging
weekly
the
for them.
Meowth.
What?
The mom in Sun and Moon is banging the Meowth. Isn't that
What
the
the-
theory canon?
I have never even heard that
She has
joke
a
before.
Meowth as the like companion. By the way, so WTK 3 days ago said Pokemon Master Journeys the series part 1 is streaming on Netflix. And that's the one that has the second main character guy on the front. So there you go. Hot off the presses.
All right. Blue Period TV anime gets international release through Netflix this October. That's a thing, I guess.
It's got a fancy what is it called?
Blue period anime gets blue ball. What?
I
Sorry.
mean, is this going to be like a sequel that's called Red Period and like have all this be red? That'd be kind of funny.
I remember one time, I feel like there was this thing that was talking about this manga where a guy has a period, and I'm like, why is that a thing? Just why?
Period of insanity, or oh, you mean okay.
Okay, so moving right along. Belle becomes Mamoru Hosoda's highest-grossing anime film worldwide, overtaking Boy and the Beast.
Really? Also, that guy has quite a long snout. He can take quite the length in there.
No
Hopefully,
joke.
hopefully it's better than Mirai.
I
That
did
movie
not
sucked.
put together that this was a Beauty and the Beast knockoff until just now.
Belle and the Beast?
Oh.
The main character in Beauty and the Beast is named Belle.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh my god.
And
Ah,
this picture, I haven't seen the movie,
Yeah.
but I mean, it seems
I haven't
like
either.
seems like a Beauty and the Beast type of movie.
Maybe.
Didn't they like say she was a massive slut though? Like
I mean, are you trying to
Amuro was
sell the
like,
movie or make people not want to watch it? Because it depends on. Who's
I
listening.
mean, it's already become the highest-grossing anime film. There's got to be some kind
What's
of
up
draw.
with her wrists? Oh, she's got gloves on. Okay. Oh, I couldn't tell that she had gloves on. I thought her wrists were like
exploded and had like
yeah.
bone chunks just kicking it.
yeah.
Like
sitting in
that.
there.
That's definitely Beauty and the Beast play. But I thought Ancient Magus Bride was a decent, play on, the
Yeah.
kind
The
of sort of
Beauty and
Beauty and the Beast thing.
type deal. I feel like this. I don't know. So
I thought it was
the
a Belle Delphine thing. Like I swear to God,
That's
that's
what
what I thought.
Well,
That's
it's
the
Belle
joke
Delphine
we're
and the
running with,
Beast.
because it is.
Belle Delphine and the Beast is the real secret, the Japanese translation. But
Joke's on you, Belle
friend-
Delphine is the beast.
My friend's
Ooh.
wife was like playing Beauty and the Beast in the background when I was over the one time, and like at the end of the movie, the Beast turns into a handsome Chad, and I'm just sitting here like, that completely defeats the purpose of the moral of this entire story. It's like, oh, it's not about looks, but if you successfully don't care about looks, then you get the looks anyway. You get the Chad, even if you choose the guy who doesn't have the best looks and personality.
You
I'm like,
see, you see, I always thought Beauty and the Beast was like, caring about someone kind of for who they are and being your best self. But it's like the story goes about it in a weird way to make it's like, okay, well, he's constantly changing during the series, and then at the end, he's all of a sudden, hunkified, and I'm just like,
he seems
okay.
like an angsty teen in a
I
beast
get-
body.
he really does, doesn't he? He's
like,
he's
Right.
And dude, he has like all those teacups that do his bidding. I was just like, well,
Well, in the movie, he is a teenager. He's like 14 years old.
I have
Huh.
never heard this before. This is all new information.
I'm fairly positive in the movie they say he's a 14-year-old.
hey,
Well,
Google, how
you
old
see,
is Beast from Beauty and the Beast?
There
That
is a
movie's like
reason
20
it's
years
called,
old. I'm like, that's not what I asked.
There is a reason it's called Beauty and the Bestiality.
Oh.
So effing anime addict says, so does Netflix have the rights to Pokemon now? Like funny? Is that what I was trying to say?
I mean, don't take me wrong. Disney owns Pokemon, so they might be sharing it with.
Disney does not.
Where'd
own
you
Pokemon.
get that idea?
That's what I was told. Considering, like I
No,
haven't
we
looked
don't.
into it. Correct me if I'm
Dude,
wrong.
Viz has released the past 69 Pokemon releases. But Netflix
Yeah, but I
is
thought
just,
I
cannibalizing
thought
all
Disney
these
took over
rights.
for the anime though, or am I wrong?
You'd have to cite the source on that one.
Yeah, and at best, I would assume it would be distribution. It wouldn't be owning. Same with Netflix. Netflix has got a deal with Pokemon to release the show, but it's not. They don't own it.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is
Yeah,
like when I heard Pokemon was going on to Disney, and like they had made Ash ugly, and the way it was explained to me is that Disney
It's probably airing on Disney Channel.
Disney owned it, and like now you guys are saying this and making me bring the question, like, man, if they fucked their own series, I really don't respect the Pokemon anime anymore.
Plus,
The Pokemon Company won't hand things over to Disney for creative control.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, the Pokemon Company. I'm looking at this shit right here.
So back to the task at hand, though.
Okay.
The Netflix, Netflix is just cannibalizing the rights of pre-existing established IPs that have been owned by other companies. And from what we know, Gen Fukunaga is probably on the money by saying they just outbid their competitors by an absurd amount, so that it's like, they can't possibly compete. And then you have instances like, oh, Takagi-san has a second season with a completely different dub now. And oh, you have what is it?
Seven
Baki?
Deadly Sins has 4 seasons and nothing.
And
no physical
one
release.
season is on Blu-ray, and we didn't even get the movie.
That's it.
Yeah,
Aw.
but there's Kakegarui, there's Baki the Grappler, Vinland Saga, and all this crap that's like, we have 2 dubs now because people are bitches about rights and stuff. And I don't know
Thank
how I
God
feel
they
about
didn't
Sarah.
have to Funimation didn't have to redub Violet Evergarden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, so that I hope that answers your question.
I
they
feel like
have
Funimation was
cannibalized
able
the
to pull
streaming
over
rights,
more
but
money with Violet
any
Evergarden.
company is liable to get the distribution rights because well, after 3 years seems to be the window that they're in Netflix jail, from what we know. Though some have still, not been released.
I really wish that Sentai would cast Erica Harlicker as the main character and then just leave everybody else as the Sentai cast.
In which one?
In Kakegurui, they would just keep Erica Harlicker and then recast everybody else.
That would be kind of funny, kind of like the Ava dubs, right?
Why don't they just have the entire, just pay for the entire cast and just do it all over again?
Yeah, I would do that. I would honestly
Pay for
just
the
change the
entire
script around a
cast.
few
Say you
times.
did it over again, but you just copy and pasted the existing one.
I would honestly, just change the script a little bit and then just keep everybody on the
Unwokify it, and then there you go. It baffles me how Ash can stay so young for so long. He must have eaten peaches from the mountain that Sun Wukong ate from.
No idea.
So first off, I really hate how his real name is actually Satoshi, and I can't get over that.
Yeah.
But B, that's the huge every single season. Oh, he's 10 years old, and I'm like, wow, literally nothing.
Dude, they literally make reference to his birthday in the show, and in a sense, there's a very specific YouTuber that went through a lot of pain to break this shit. How it was so obvious. Even the fucking seasons changed. Very often as the show.
Ash's birthday in the one episode, literally.
I believe they did, but my memory's foggy on it. But all I know
is funny if it's Congratulations, you're 10 years old again.
Basically, when Don came into the picture, he was like
She
15,
smashed.
and they were like they had
Wait,
Ash
he was
growing
15?
older. Yeah, he was like 15,
So
and Don
she's
was
the
10,
pedophile.
just starting,
Oh,
and
wait,
she
he was
joined her.
15? I
He
thought-
was like 15 from the way they played it, from what I understand,
and then
give or
he's
take
10 again
15.
the next season, right?
And then like she
I think
joins
he's
in.
always been 10.
That's what
But see, the thing is, they keep reverting him back to 10 to keep the psychological
Well, it's just
way
like
of
this. It's just like The Simpsons, right? Like how
Yeah.
many years has
Bart,
Bart
Lisa,
been
and all
in
of them are still.
grade
Yeah.
3 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Maggie's
These-
still
grade four.
Davy. and-
Guys, you know what I think? I'm honestly along with the whole Pokemon like looping world thing, where it's all just kind of this
The
weird
coma theory?
multiverse.
I want to
And
correct
Ash is
something.
just in a coma now, and it's just like he's constantly reliving all of these, moments. That's why everything keeps having 8 badges. Why there's always, a Elite Four-ish kind of system. It like he didn't wake up that morning to go get, or either that, or he like went into a coma when him and Pikachu, but saw.
Unfortunately, that's easily one of those theories that's like it would be so elaborate and way more interesting than what the truth is.
Considering like if I remember correctly, considering Ho's legend and what surrounds it, yeah, I wouldn't say it's far fetched.
That was a fan theory that I seen before.
Yeah.
Recently, that in the
Yeah, but
first
see
episode,
the way Ho does creatures and
flies
things.
above
Remember
them
how he did
and
Entei in
grants
them?
them immortality, right?
Well, no. It's like Ho shows
No,
himself.
I'm telling you, that's the theory I saw.
No.
In the first episode, Ho-Oh flies over him and grants him immortality, so he's always
Oh.
10.
Eternal youth, perhaps.
Yeah,
I
that sounds
guess.
about right.
But
I mean,
He
I'm
grants him Reese syndrome.
I want
The
to
thing-
correct something real quick. Just real quick. The Beast thing being 14 years old, I Googled it. I can't find evidence of it, so I don't know where I seen that. Something said at the beginning of the movie when he was cursed, he was 11. And then, so later on in the movie, he's older. I don't know.
was it?
I'd have to go back and watch the movie. I don't know why I thought he was 14.
So he's
Isn't
11?
isn't
That'd be
Belle
more.
like 16 or 17 or something to that effect?
I don't know.
Probably.
Okay, well, no worries. It doesn't
And
really
then,
matter.
and then the other thing is, with Ash's name being Satoshi in the Japanese, I've always wanted to know, and I've never bothered checking. In the second movie,
I was just going to
there's-
bring that up.
there's
the
a
world
line-
turns to ash.
yeah, where they literally go, the world turns to ash, and they point at Ash, and they're like, they're
Ash,
talking about you. And it's like, how does that work in
Supposed to mean
Japanese
Ash?
if his name is Satoshi?
I was
Hell,
just going
if
to
I-
ask that too.
Hell, thinking about that, like the Japanese version of the Pokemon First movie is kind of awesome because Mew is like a total asshole, and I love Mew because Mew's going something to the effect of Mewtwo, like "you're not real, you don't exist" or some shit like that, and I'm like, "Goddamn, Mew, go!" He's just being a total dick to
Satoshi-
Mewtwo,
Wait, what
totally
the hell?
making Mewtwo's anger and hatred of people kind of fair. Sorry.
Satoshi means like clear in Japanese. So it's like maybe it says things will turn clear or something.
But that's the exact opposite meaning of what it
Of-
was in English, right?
I don't
Maybe it's a
know.
Dark Souls reference, like
Because-
the world shall turn to ash, you know?
In English, when you say
Or
the
maybe
world is
context
going to turn to
was-
ash, it's like foreboding, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh no. But to say, oh, the world is going to turn clear,
Or,
I don't know. That
maybe-
seems like
maybe
it's a good thing.
Maybe things will turn clear. I don't know.
You'll see things for what they are, I guess. The
The
truth.
world
There's
will
a
be
reason
cleansed.
why the Japanese language version was never included on those for the movies over here.
Because it made no sense. Anyway,
enough.
I think we're done with the bestiality. By the way, thanks for dropping by, Kaiser Trigger. We don't often see you.
Bye.
And
Thank
the
you.
usual effing anime addict. Always good to see
He's
you.
not leaving. He just thank you for.
Oh, thank you for being here. I'm sorry.
Thank you for.
Screw you for being here, Lance.
Ah!
No.
I guess Lance is leaving. Bye, Lance.
Ah!
So anyway, we're done talking about Belle Delphine the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we were done with that a while ago.
Alright. So Ghost of Shell Stanley Complex 2445 first season compilation film gets limited theatrical run in November.
Why?
My compilation film stance still stays strong.
I couldn't get through this show.
I
I got
haven't
into
even
it.
I
tried
wanted
it
to
yet.
see it, but I unfortunately had the same sentiment.
I
as
saw
Red
the
Blood, and
one
just like,
GIF about the backflipping
uh,
thing, and I was like, that looks like ass.
it
I think I
looks
got like
a
3 or 4
Ass.
episodes in,
It
and it was
hurts
just
because
like,
they got the
nah.
dub cast back for it, and I'm just like, I want to, I should, but
I just want to
can't.
buy it before I watch it. Really,
Atsuko Ishizuka directed original anime film Goodbye Don Glees, slated for 2022 release.
John Cleese.
Don Glees.
John Doe.
I think that's just a copyright free version of John Cleese. Yeah, it's also because of the censorship of the original Pokemon movies / series. Allegedly, it's the Japanese that implemented things
You mean to
like
tell me that wasn't a
oh,
jelly
this
donut
gel-
Brock was eating?
Yes, I was about to say that. This jelly-filled donut is delicious, or whatever. Or no, it's like
These jelly-filled
this-
donuts are my favorite.
Actually, I think I remember the line was more like donuts are my favorite, or whatever. Jelly-filled too, or something like that.
Dude, even as a kid, I knew that was like me and my friend was talking about. It's like, oh, that's rice.
I don't think I thought it was rice. I just thought that doesn't look like a donut.
Like
I want to know.
I
if
went.
I want to know if I'll turn my frying pan into a drying pan.
Dude, that was perfection. The thing was like I went to fucking Krispy Kreme and was like, do y'all have the donuts from Pokemon?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So
and
Girl.
I learned at a very young age that was not a donut.
So I've had onigiri before, and when I first tried it, the Pokemon anime had like trained my brain to like associate a flavor with it, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm
Yeah.
like thinking it's going to be something like sweet.
Donut.
It's
This
not
is
sweet at
bland as
all.
shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Not to
like
mention
it's
like the. Go
it's
ahead.
got
I'm sorry.
rice and a little bit of meat in it. It's like pretty bland and savory, but not at all sweet.
Wasn't jelly?
Yeah, the
filled
thing
too?
about it is, like, Japanese rice is cooked differently than the way we cook rice generally here in America. So what they'll do is they'll use less water to make it come out sticky. But the thing is like, what makes onigiri to me, because I've made some like homemade onigiri, kind of my Lancy versions, and what I would do is I would use like some apple jelly or something super bitter, like in the center to offset the bland ass taste of the rice.
That's why they usually put a pickled plum in the middle.
Yeah, because you literally have to have something that's like so jarring to the flavor, or it's just like not good.
I like LaChoy sweet and sour sauce.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had beef onigiri and salmon onigiri. I did not like the salmon one, but the beef one
I've
was
never
okay.
had a meat filled
But
one.
it's just a lot different than what I was expecting. Pokemon set me up for failure.
Your expectations
I
were too
think you're-
high from a
I think you're
anime.
destined for failure at some point.
I'm destined to be the very best. What are you talking about?
He wants to be no copyright.
Rei Ayanami to appear in Shinkansen Z and Evangelion crossover episode next week.
Oh no,
Why is
there's
that,
more.
Another thing that's not going to be on the G Kids Ultimate Edition.
Oh, I'm not gonna buy it anymore.
Stop the presses. We need to include an extra bonus episode.
I mean, don't take me wrong, but the moment that I found out that Fly Me to the Moon wasn't gonna be on the standard, like, and you had to buy that big box set. Correct me if
It's
I'm
not on the
if I'm
big
remembering
box
this
set
wrong.
either.
Yeah.
So
Oh God, I was even here for that, and like that slipped my head. So yeah, I immediately started writing this off because that's what I want. So I'm gonna wait till I can find some DVDs and be able to get my hands on them.
Yeah.
I'm going old school.
But
You
yeah,
don't need the high definition anyway.
what turned me off of it most recently was seeing that freaking AIDS commercial.
The AIDS commercial.
What the fuck?
the AIDS PSA that
Oh,
Spike
yeah.
Spencer and Tiffany Grant did for that one radio station in Texas.
I like to think
That's-
it's an
that
AIDS
was
commercial
hilarious.
saying, "Get AIDS, kids." No.
That was just so funny to me. I don't know why it's such the funniest thing. I saw this seen this last week.
I prefer GaoGaiGar. Oh, wait, did I say that right?
Gao
GaoGaiGar over
GaoGaiGar?
GaoGaiGar. I don't know how it's said.
GaoGaiGar?
So this person prefers that over Ava. I haven't seen GaoGaiGar. I do own it, and I got for like literally $5 a box set. And I think on one collecting group, they're like, "Oh damn, I wish I could have these or whatever." They're like, X $100 now. I'm like, wait, what?
Jeez.
Isn't
Hello?
AC a GIF person? So shouldn't that be GaoGaiGar?
GaoGaiGar. GaoGaiGar.
Alright. I'm a Hero authors under Ninja manga gets TV anime adaptation.
Wait, I thought it was always called I Am Hero. Is this a Mandela effect?
I'm a Hero.
I swear.
Now,
it
I've
was
heard of
Am
I
Hero.
Am a Hero. That's a zombie show, right?
Yeah.
Or zombie series.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of this one. I've never heard of this one. Under Ninja.
manga.
I've never heard of that before. So I think didn't I Am a Hero get a live action movie or something?
I'm thinking of Inuyashiki right now, but
I think
maybe.
it did. So anyway, that's a thing. If you're a fan of that series, I guess that's something to look forward to.
Well, I'll be damned. It does say I am a hero, because I remember thinking, I am hero, that sounds stupid. Where's the grammar there? Maybe I don't know. I'm feeling
You're
Mandela effect,
dyslexic and you missed a letter when you were reading it.
There's a
You just-
game on the Apple Store called I Am Hero.
Well, that's nice.
It must be a bootleg of that.
The fruit of evolution. Before I knew it, my life had made it. My life had it made. TV anime.
This feels like something that would be on Funimation. I don't know why. It just looks like one.
The boobs?
I don't know the art style. For some reason, it looks like Funimation gets all the shows that look like that.
Dude, like, I saw this show, and all I could think was that whatchamacallit of Ragnarok. The one
Record of Ragnarok?
the one where the dude, like, gets, like, transported to the other world. But in the end, he's kind of somehow, like, they try to pull his sister into the harem, and I was like, alright, well, fuck this.
That's like every isekai ever.
But Lance,
Not
that's
Konosuba.
literally the only reason to watch it. I don't know
Okay.
what you're talking about.
This
Oh,
thing's
this is
gonna
all
rape
the pink
somebody,
egg
I'm pretty
thing.
sure. Let's
Ape
get
rape.
away from that.
Oh, no.
Good friends gather in restaurant in another world 2 TV anime key visual. So, yeah, that's a thing.
I'm
Looks
interested
bad.
just because it's a... Wait. Oh, God, no, I'm probably gonna leave and come back. Reese keeps cutting out from me, and I'm misunderstanding everything y'all are saying.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Am I cutting out for anybody else?
No.
Seem fine on my end.
You're good for me as well.
Kyo and Kyoto TV anime gets new visual and opening for Japanese TV broadcast. Okay.
Geisha AF, bro.
Little kid gauges.
It looks like it's probably going to be pretty wholesome. Oh, it has been streaming monthly
Since February.
since
Holy-
February. That's
how long is it? Or is it doing like an episode a month?
I don't know. Can I open this with not getting
Yo
in trouble?
and Kyoto. So
7
apparently
episodes.
it's basically a monthly
Yeah.
episode series.
How long are the episodes, though?
Oh, this is the one that has that thumbnail of the pregnant and/or obese girl on the right.
Oh,
Or at least her clothes look thick enough that it comes off that way.
She's just wearing an apron. Calm down.
That is some thick apron.
I'm not playing. I'm just seeing how long the episodes are. Whether they're like 5-minute episodes or some stupid thing.
They probably will be.
25-minute episodes. Wow.
Well,
Huh.
that's just weird. I
That's
guess it's
interesting.
considered an OVA or something.
Like to make today's menu for Emmy family, which was like the Fate food show
Yeah.
was monthly, and those were only half episode half episode lengths. Jesus fucking Christ!
That's stupid. Did Aniplex release that yet?
Nope.
That's probably why, because they're like, how can we justify like virtually no content for this much?
But it's like 2.5 hours worth of content. That's for like 13 episodes for half episodes. It's like still more than a single movie. You know?
Okay, but
I mean, I'd buy it.
They're gonna be for 100 or whatever bucks.
Probably 40 or 50.
That's what I mean. Like they probably don't want to sell it for only 40 or 50.
And they sell their movies for 40 or 50, $40. Like the Heaven's Field movies are $40 for the standard edition. So I mean, I could see them doing maybe $60 for the complete series.
We'll have to see.
Pressure build, fucking A. Pressure builds and
Pressure.
selection project TV anime trailer.
And I was like, pre-cure? Like, what? Is this a
Pressure
crossover
cure.
or an extended?
Pressure cure is what it stands
Selection
for.
project.
Human
What's your girl for your
mentality.
harem?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Choose your
5,
character.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, what's this about? Where's the?
Is it?
The Nationwide Idol audition reality show.
Wow.
Okay,
Hashtag relatable.
That's a thing. Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun TV anime returns for a 3rd season.
Gotta say,
Yay, but I'm still
I'm
waiting for
happy
a dub
about
for it.
that.
It'll never happen. But
Wow, that's a drastic different art style.
Does Sentai have this?
No. I think Viz was confirmed to be the distributor.
From that banner image, I was like, oh yeah, that looks cool. And then the poster was like, oh, well, not so much. I mean, it might look
It is getting
interesting, but-
dubbed.
Yeah. The
It's,
first
was
season
it?
was completely dubbed already. And
oh, well, never mind. My bad.
Already 14 episodes into the 2nd season for the dub.
Never mind. Green Line was royally.
Out of
crushed.
line.
I could have
the
sworn
banner
it was
image
dubbed.
made it look better than whatever.
oh, I didn't realize there was a season 4 coming, so I'll have a 4th art box to make.
Yep.
Repeat that after
It was like, son of a
says
bitch. Why do you
title.
guys keep making more data live?
So
You're
Funimation released 1, 2, and 3, but they have not released the movie. Is that correct? For Data Live?
What? Say the title? What? Data Live.
Season 4 moves to 2022. There we go. We're good.
I thought whatever.
Some people can't read, Reese.
I can't read either. I'm winging it. So anybody else have anything else to say about Data Live Season 4?
Apart
I
from
mean,
the art
sweet
boxes,
Jesus,
no.
I'm both happy that it's getting a season 4, and I'm both like, really, another one? Like, but all right.
Well, it feels like Overlord. What are all these shows that like got a season 4 around the same time or announced at the same time? Overlord, Data Live. High School DxD has had a 4th season for a while.
Well, Data Live didn't Data Live have like 2 seasons and then just stopped for like a decade, and then they came back with it.
It was at best half a decade, but maybe.
Author gets sloppy in Atasha Kawajiri Kama da Yo TV anime.
This is a Kawajiri film.
I don't know.
It's not even a film, Reese.
Look at that art. Perfect.
Hold on.
It's really competitive against this design.
The adaptation based on a manga about enjoying a questionable lifestyle hits Fuji on demand in January 2022.
I'm gonna get so hammered. Why can I picture Monica Rial playing said character?
This
and
looks
pretending to be drunk the entire
Let's
time.
not use our
Or
energy
being
to
actually
summon that
drunk.
into existence.
dangerous life hacker. What the fuck? Dangerous life hacker. That sounds like such a stupid name. Features enemy protection by Lapin track. Who just showed up? Is that Lance?
Yeah.
Or is it-
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
Okay.
our dear Lance.
Yes,
Welcome back, Lance.
like 4 people like on PlayStation here right now, so I'm just like, oh, no wonder I'm getting like the internet's being fuck all.
Fairy Tail sequel series. Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest gets TV anime.
To which we say,
I'm excited and
Wasn't there already that other series that has Lucky in it as well?
Happy.
Oh, Lucy.
Happy.
Yeah, there's a
Or Happy?
well, it
whatever.
has a Lucy clone. It has Happy. It's
Eden
a
Zero.
Rebecca's
Yeah.
kind of like Lucy. I wouldn't call her a Lucy clone, but I mean,
And there's an Urza
there's a
clone.
character that's
and
it just
who's-
looks exactly like Urza.
So
Who's
why do we
also
need
voiced.
why
voiced
do
by
we need a
Colleen
fairy tale
Clinkenbeard.
sequel?
Lance. She's voiced by Colleen Clinkenbeard.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. She's also the Urza clone is also voiced by Colleen Clinkenbeard.
it's probably because the Japanese, they're the ones that approve the voices. So I can imagine the what is it? The creator, what's his face? Is
I don't think
"They're
the
really like
Japanese
Urza."
care who plays who, and as long as they
They
sound like.
have to approve it. They have to approve it.
Yeah, but they don't. Oh, Urza. Who played Urza in Fairy Tale? Oh, Colin Clinkenbeard. Yeah,
Yeah.
get her.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
in
that's what
some
they say.
series they do. But I'm sure in other series they don't care. Like
Here,
they,
Footman, look up the Japanese cast for
I'd
Eden
have to
Zero.
imagine.
For which?
Eden Zero.
Well, the thing
look up
is,
the
it's like
Japanese cast and compare it to the
Lucy's not voiced by Jeremy Lai this time.
because it's not
Not
Lucy. it's
Lucy.
Rebecca.
What's her that girl's not voiced by Cherry Lai? That was a good thing. Also,
I
the
think
fact
it's
they really
Happy.
changed up the person who's like supposed to be the Wendy like character in the show, like supposed to like take that place. Totally different. That's her.
So
Got an eye
what am I
patch.
supposed to note about the Japanese cast? Am I supposed to click on them and then see that they voice the their counterparts in Fairy
Voice
Tail?
acting
If
roles.
they did or didn't.
I don't see Fairy Tale here.
You're in 2020. That's why
Wait, what?
So
it's ordered
that
by date.
character is not.
Control F Fairy Tale.
Hold on. Oh wait. Oh, what the fuck? What did they? When did they do that?
Do what?
By most recent. When did that happen? I've never seen that before.
That's
There it is.
never happened
He
before.
did play with Urza. What the hell?
There you go. So mystery solved.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Random 11. Thank you, Reese. Yeah, okay, so they did. So maybe they were like, you know what? Let's get Colleen Clinkenbeard back, along with Tia Ballard from Happy.
Well, yeah.
Get some
What's his
continuity.
face? Is his name Mashima or whatever? Probably said, I really liked the Urza voice, so let's get Urza's voice for the.
I didn't understand what
based
you were
on
saying, but you sounded pretty high.
Basically.
So, Girls Whisper Softly in Your Ear is a TV anime 180 Bio de Kimi no Mimi o Shiwase ni Dekiru ka. What the fuck?
Perfect.
Yikiru.
Perfect pronunciation.
The ASMR themed short anime will set for premiere on October 14th.
Oh, please stop that.
What the fuck?
Oh, Lord.
For a second there, I thought he was back, but he's not.
He rated.
He escaped jail to just tell you to never do that again.
This one's for you, AC, wherever you are and whatever penitentiary you might be getting railed in.
I thought you said whatever penetration you might be getting railed.
It sounded close to that.
Penitentiary penetration.
Whatever penetration you may face.
Shadow's House TV anime returns for spooky second season.
Ooh, spooky.
I like this show. This was a pretty fun one. So I'm excited for that.
With a character like that, I don't see how it could be all that spooky.
Pants are optional in Ranking of Kings TV anime key visuals.
Yeah,
It's
I agree
for
with Random
podcast.
11. Like,
And
anime tends to
if-
not be all that creepy.
If
They're
you
when it's-
are jaded by things that will not be spoken of on this podcast, look away now.
Like long necks.
What?
Captain
Oh.
Underpants.
Oh no, he's in
I
his
think it's
underwear.
because there was
We
feet
haven't
in
seen
that.
that.
They, like, look away.
Moving right along. This one's for you, FDDM. Girls ice hockey themed anime Pura Ore Pride of Orange confirms its premiere date of October 6th.
As if FDDM even plays hockey.
Well, I think we actually covered this when it was announced even existing before. This one's just confirmation. But yeah, I said out of obligation, I kind of have to watch it. Because, it's our sport, man. Technically.
Hey, I'm also Canadian. If people forgot, and I'm not watching it, I don't feel any obligation to watch it.
That's fine, man. I'm
You don't
just
want to watch a bunch of
advertising.
cute girls handle sticks on ice? Come on.
Oh, God.
Considering it's probably going to be CG, yeah, I don't care.
Are you sure? I mean, maybe it would be. With all the things they'd have to animate, but, I don't know.
It's going to be like that stupid gymnastics thing. As soon as they start doing the gymnastics, it cuts to CG. So with these guys, as soon as they
really?
get to the ice, it's going to be, CG. You're going to be playing
It's gonna become
NHL
Journey on
06.
Ice. NHL 06.
Alright. Mappa to
Waifu
produce
edition.
Mappa to produce men's ballet Dance Dance Dancer, which is a sequel to Welcome to the Ballroom, I'm told.
Oh.
That was a joke.
Well,
Did I say ballet?
I believed you, man.
Did I say
He
ballet
believed in
earlier?
you.
Ballet
I mean-
dance dance.
I mean, look how long this guy's arms are. Holy fuck.
I need to add that to the pile. Oh, damn it. I need to add it to the pile. We have a picture right there. Damn it. I'll have to open the link.
I mean,
at OCA.
I don't know about you, but this guy looks like he could be dancing on our thumbnail for this podcast.
Yeah. But replace his head with Wyndham's.
Yeah, to have the head go and end up being up here.
Yeah.
No, dude, look, man. You know where Footham's little finger head thing goes. It's the crotch. It'll be the
Fingerhead.
censorship. So everyone thinks this flies down.
You
know,
Digimon
maybe-
goes.
Never mind.
Oh, I found it.
Digimon goes spooky in first trailer for upcoming Ghost Game TV anime.
What's with that Triceratops mon?
Too spooky.
I'm
I
Stories.
absolutely
right.
hate whatever that creature is on the right. Why?
What?
No, on the other picture.
This one?
The
Or
big
this?
Chungusmon.
Chungusmon?
Chungus
Such a terrible design. Such a lazy Pokemon-like design.
I think at this point, pretty much all of them are.
Now, don't get me wrong.
From
the other
both
ones,
franchises.
The other ones kind of don't feel, like, oh, this is a classic Digimon, great looking one. But I'm just saying the right one offends me. The other ones don't offend me.
The one on the left there looks like a mini version of Angemon. Or Angel Woman, sorry. Mixed with, or maybe not, no, sorry, not Angel Woman. The
Lilymon.
the flower one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Lily
kind
Run.
of. Look, I'm willing to let their other evolutions be really cool and stuff, but we'll have to see.
Digivolutions.
Digivolutions.
Did you getting away from this?
I forget the word. I haven't watched that show in so
Digi
long.
ditching out.
I'm digging my own grave with that comment. Oh my! Poor AC getting railed after being jailed?
Oh God.
Watching in 2x speed, catching up fast. Well, good luck on your speed run there.
I guess comments.
Yep, he's definitely getting railed in jail.
No, I see. Don't
The
do it.
penetration penitentiary. He's getting railed in the penetration penitentiary.
The penetration station.
Penetration.
Alright. Catching up on the chat for.
Catching up on
I
the
prefer,
chat.
I prefer GaoGaiGar over Ava.
Yeah, we read that one earlier. I think we're caught up.
And I'm just
Lemon,
making.
like you said, some people can't read.
I can't
Yeah,
read.
that's
'cause I only
pronounced. That's pronounced
I have
GaoGaiGar.
dysfunction.
We went over
The
this.
Jai Jar.
Jar Jar
Jar
Jar Jar. Oh God.
Ink.
Bo.
My Hero Academia skipped Jump this week due to Horikoshi's health.
Jump ropes
Ooh.
for life.
Shonen Jump
He took the never mind.
issue.
Did you guys have jump rope for heart in America?
I do, yes.
I remember jump rope for heart.
I ran.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. They had us run laps and stuff to like be like, oh hey, run because be in shape to support this. So
So hopefully he gets better. The series is good. Every One Piece manga volume has sold over 1 million copies physically.
There's no
wow.
fucking way.
Oricon reports that the 100th
insane.
volume sold 1.173 million copies in its first week.
So that's the one show or manga that you'll see a random volume on the shelf and it's not gonna sit there forever and never get
They're
sold?
only at 100 volumes. That seems low.
According to the Japanese tracking company Oricon, who tracks the physical releases, with the
No,
release
that's
of the whole
for that 100th volume to be released over here, so I can show my dad. Be like, see, remember when I was like 13 and you were buying this for me? Oh,
it's worth something now.
To like
Yeah.
100. It wasn't a joke. We thought it was, but it wasn't a joke.
So how
Oh,
high
wow.
do you think the manga volume count is going to get when it ends?
Well, the
Yeah.
current issue,
120.
the current
Around
issue's
there.
at 1,020-ish chapter. And Oda said that we've got like 5 years left, roughly. So I think the estimate is that it's going to end around issue 1,200, maybe a little higher. So
That's like
You
only
think
3 or
120
4
volumes?
years.
Random line?
I'd say 125.
sorry, what'd you say? Lieberger? Or not? Sorry, Greenlight.
Whoa.
Excuse me, like what?
Shots fired. No.
120, 125?
I still didn't hear you. You keep like cutting out.
Sorry.
Quiet boy.
100 or 120, like 125 or 120? You think?
Oh, for the volumes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, maybe we might get to 130, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how they squeeze them in.
Yeah.
I mean, with My Hero Academia, like apparently in the final arc now, I think.
Apparently, allegedly.
But that's the other thing too. Like Oda said, like, oh yeah, we're like X many years away, like multiple times. So if he like gets a bug and he's like, I'm making this story fucking 10 years longer, obviously that's gonna
One
be
Piece ship
off
it
the rails.
as soon as he ends it. One Piece ship it and starts up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that like the fairy tale thing we're just experiencing, but when it actually ends, my theory is that it's going to turn into Lupin, where it just has a yearly movie.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I could see them doing a prequel, like legit, like
where Luffy
cover.
Stretches his dong for the first time.
Oh, like the whoever.
So you think Luffy ends up with Boa? Is what you're saying?
No,
dude, I haven't gotten that far to even know who she is.
I mean, it hasn't happened to begin with, so.
Like whatever the guy who had found the One Piece or whatever.
Goldie Roger.
Yeah, Gold
like,
Roger.
Show him.
Yeah,
as he collects it.
I think they could legit do a whole series just about his thing. It wouldn't be as long as One Piece, but I think they could easily milk a good 5 years out of a story.
It's just like me and my roommate were talking about, like, Dragon Ball Z would have been so awesome if they just, like, instead of doing Super, just went back and told Bardock's life and have that epic shit.
No.
It would be a lot different than DBZ, but, I mean, they could have done it.
It'd been darker and more cool.
Well, it would have been more like it would have to have been. Well, you would think it would be more villain of the week type thing because every time he goes to a new planet to take it over.
I get, yeah, it could be to
And
that
like,
effect.
maybe one out of every five is like, yeah, no, let's leave these guys alone.
Oh. The power level's over 9,000. Wrong.
Kentaro Miura's King of Wolves manga gets re-serialized in Young Animal Zero magazine. So,
so like it's a rerun?
basically, yeah.
I take it that one did complete.
Probably.
Ouch.
Strong words, strong words. Tsukio's Yakuza comedy manga, The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, gets TV anime adaptation.
Oh god.
Uh,
Guide to babysitting. Are they babysitting someone they kidnapped?
I don't know. It sounds like a kind of riding on the coattails of Willie the House Husband.
Which do we have the announcement in here of that getting a third season or second season?
No, I don't think we do.
Well, we're announcing it now, bitch. It's getting
Gigant.
Podcast magic.
Now, is it Gigant or Gigant?
It would be
hate that.
giant. Okay, look at those boobs. That's a giant.
Gigant.
No, it's a misspelled
Gigant?
giant.
Gigant or Gigant?
I hate how this
Or,
guy
or Gigant.
This guy can't be bothered to distance himself from the established like name in some fashion. It has to have Gant in it, and his next one is going to be. I
Look
don't
at
know.
those boobs, man. Freaking huge.
I mean,
I'm looking.
she is a porn star.
Oh.
I didn't know this. Now I'll have to watch.
Reese, see, you
Whatever.
need to be.
There is no
on the
anime
phone.
though. It's just
Yeah.
a manga.
I'll have to
We'll
read.
have to watch the.
Reese needs to be on the PR team for some of these shows. He knows what to do, man.
I've never read it, but I just know that this
Yeah.
character is a porn star and she can turn into a giant.
Yeah, so I would pronounce it
Is
gigantic.
she fucking Mount Lady? At this point?
Basically.
What the hell?
So, final draft of last chapter has been completed.
I want to pitter patter all over your tits.
Confirmed to be 10 total volumes. And
Yeah,
who's
definitely
releasing this?
It's
Gigantic.
gotta be.
Footnote, was that from the bloopers I showed you?
Yeah, I uploaded a few of the clips, but Brad was like, "Don't! I haven't copyright checked them."
Okay.
yeah, you did.
Nika Volts says, hopefully One Piece will end before the world does. I just picked up a few volumes. Now, hopefully all our favorite anime or manga series have a conclusive ending before that happens.
Unlike Berserk.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
As much as I love it, I really need closure. Closure. I spelled that wrong.
Ooh.
Where's
Closer. He needs
That?
closer.
Where's that picture? There it is. Thanks,
Haha.
Takes forever
I'm
to
rubbing off on you. Don't use my text as a placeholder for proper grammar.
So, top 70 words that keep showing up in Japanese light novel titles, and yes, isekai is one of them.
Not there.
FDDNM, do you want to read?
What are we reading this whole thing?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Well, I can read it. I can read it for us if we want. I was called to a delicious alternative world by the Too Cute Devil Lord isn't an actual light novel title yet, but it's only a matter of time. Data analysis shows the titles of light novels, essentially Japan's version of young adult fiction, are tremendously long. And I'm going to assume when you go to the bottom, since light novels are trying to capture... Oh. Yeah, there we go. The top. The top of mountain. Like, do we really need this preamble? No. If you go down, we'll see the words. We
Right.
found the 69 most used words in isekai. Alternate world, aka isekai. Strongest, ultimate, rebirth, reincarnation, young high class lady, and hero. Wait, what? Okay, all of them. Number 4. What? I guess there's a Reijo in most of these isekais.
Yusha, hero. Yeah, I can understand that.
Well, yeah, it's like reincarnated as a hero. Top,
Shield
and then
hero.
the top light novel title. Keep scrolling. Title verbs: start, live, be overly. What? Get lively, excited,
Get like horny.
aim for, and try to. That seems like a really. I mean, start and live, or live, which I assume means life. Start a life in another world. But the other one's like, what? Be overly powerful, I'm assuming. I guess Kawaii takes both the top for the next one.
Oh yeah, the overly powerful and overly
Exactly. It's like, yep,
overcautious.
of course I'm overpowered.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And why is cute take number 1 and 2?
Kawaii and kawaii.
Kawaii desu ka?
Kawaii.
Fun. Good. Strong. Who just showed up? Oh, Random 11's back.
Welcome to the show, man.
I didn't
you've never
leave.
been here.
I was always here.
He's always going in and out.
Yeah, my computer is being weird today. I don't know why.
My internet's fucking me sideways.
Oh. So, Nicovolts, I am texting with one hand.
The other one's occupied at the moment.
How guys gonna be able to watch the? Not gonna be able to watch live today, but I'll catch up later because we're the Anaka movie trilogy box set. Cool.
I hope you got the cheaper Australian, presumably, version. But, I mean, that's cool. Lance, your texts are so AIDSy, I would never plagiarize you. Can I just say right now, I fully approve of your use of the
Fully
word
approve and
AIDSy.
endorse the statement.
I endorse you using the word AIDSy because that's exactly what I use to describe things. So you gain 1 internet point for that.
They wanted me to get checked for STDs today, so I guess AIDS is a good topic to cover.
Wait, what?
All right.
When I was at the doctor's office, that was before
checked
the
you for
COVID
AIDS?
crap. They're like, we need to make sure you don't have any STDs or anything, and they wanted to go into all of my
But Lance,
history, quote
so
unquote.
Lance,
Here,
Lance, so are you confirmed to have AIDS now?
no, I do not. Visual,
Unfortunately.
we're on the fence.
Visual only.
But the thing is that was more off-putting than the rest of the stuff because they really wanted to go into the whole STD bull crap real heavy for some reason.
Did they not check your eyes for AIDS? That must be the issue. They just didn't look in the right spot.
They pulled 3 large vials of blood out of me, so they checked a lot.
That's
moving on.
Square Enix teases new game from Yoko Taro and key Drakengard staff in Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars. I think we're in video game news right now.
I've heard of this. I don't know enough about it to have a comment, but if they keep it up like they're doing, quote unquote, what they're doing with Final Fantasy 16, I'm saving my excitement till I see anything.
I hate them for making Final Fantasy 16 exclusive for whatever reason. I just want it on my PC, which will probably come out a year after. Like, allegedly the Final Fantasy 7 remake, but that didn't happen yet, did it?
I don't think it's on PC.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think that happened yet, if it's happening. Also, if the art style looks anything like that thing in the right corner, I don't think I care about it. Just saying.
This thing?
Yeah, it looks like those atomic things that you, like, squeeze and they make a sound and you can play it like a violin.
That's the director. Pretty sure.
Well,
you don't want to squeeze that either.
He wears this weird mask whenever he does
Oh, hey, I had
interviews
one of
and
these.
shit.
Huh.
My Game Boy Color was a teal one. Japanese collector complete set of all 1,244 Game Boy games.
Fucking
Good on you, sir.
How
Or
did
maybe-
Buy
store
physical
those?
bitches.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn.
If you could buy it in the store, he's got it.
But hold on. What is he doing for the cases? Is he doing the method I was planning to do, where I take a DS case and then I just like modify it for the longer Game Boy?
It looks
cart?
like he's just got the cart legit on his counter or on his shelf.
Oh, so those what? So those are just really tiny shelves?
1, 2, 3,
They
4.
look at
5,
the
6,
size of the Game
7,
Boy and then look at the
8,
size of
9,
the shelf.
11, 12, 13, 14,
I don't know. That
15,
looks like a
16,
bit
17
slightly big
shelves.
for being a
Jesus.
cartridge height.
Nah, that's a cartridge.
I mean, look at the top of.
It
That's
does
about-
look pretty
Ones,
gray.
The
from-
Game Boys
That's
on the bottom look way
pretty
smaller.
much pretty accurate. It looks like it maybe in like like one of those individual plastic cases.
I was looking at the bottom ones. They look way smaller. The bottom.
Yeah,
Game
the
Boys.
perspective does look a little weird on the bottom there, but
Huh. I think it checks out because
it's easier to tell on the top ones too.
Well, that's sick, bruv.
If he did what you were saying and put them all in DS carts,
He'd need 12,000 or 1,200 cases.
yeah, and a lot more space.
Yeah.
How many do you think's on the? You could probably count how many are on each of these shelves.
But we know he has 1,244 of them.
That's... All right, smartass. Let's move on. All right, this is more interesting. Look at that.
That's one thick pile of Game Boy.
Yeah, see, Random 11 had it right. It was, he just, and then fitting him back it
Yeah,
up.
Random 11's always right. Yeah,
Dude, that's a lot of replacement batteries.
not
Yep,
every
individual
game had
cases.
a battery either, right?
So they're all like
all in
temporary for
individual cases.
Yeah, and then Reese, yeah, said that they were in individual plastic cases, so.
I hope they're all in alphabetical order.
Well, those cases came with the games, right? Whenever you
No.
bought the game, pretty
If
sure they did.
I got cucked.
No. I'm telling you right now, it was like a paper box.
I don't think any of my Game Boy Color games. This is just the
Maybe
game
you're right.
Gen 1 Game Boy.
My
Game.
my roommate is a antiques game collector. Trust me, they didn't come with plastic cases.
Well, I have no clue where I got. Like, I have those same cases, right?
I think those are aftermarket.
Didn't you, don't you buy those separately? Like,
You can
I
get
don't know.
you can get plastic cases for Game Boy Advance.
I was really young. Like when Game Boy Advance came out, for sure they weren't giving out those cases. You had to buy them separately, for sure.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure about the original Game Boy. But
I was going to say that the only games that I got for Game Boy Color or whatever is Pokemon Blue and Gold, but I think I got both of those secondhand, so I wouldn't know if they came with the game.
One game. What the
yeah, I got Blue. Like I got all the Pokemon games for sure. I just don't remember if they came with cases. I know I have cases. I thought they came with the game.
I'm not sure if it was an NES version or what, but the Home Alone game that you just pointed out, the Anchored Video Game Nerd has an episode where him and Macaulay Culkin both play the old Home Alone games and talk about how god-awful they are. So that's a thing. Also, Final Fantasy VII Remake. So let's see. I liked Final Fantasy 15 as well, oddly enough. I feel like people didn't really like that one. I don't know, I guess because it wasn't turn-based. You can put on wait mode, but I thought it looked really good and everything. It just had an ending that was like KMS, but
I remember the ending. Me and my roommate played through that, and I don't know. I felt cooked at the end in a way.
exactly. But I don't know if there
I
was
was like, this is
alternate
worse
ending
than-
with the DLCs because there was like the Arden DLC and all that crap?
Oh, the DLCs were probably the best part. Like they introduced some almost Spider-Man-esque gameplay.
I thought their method. So they announced that they had the DLCs ready like before the game even released. So that's stupid. But the second thing was that the DLCs kind of sucked ass in some cases, like Gladius. God, that was such a piece of garbage. I mean, it was fine, but it's like, really, you have this time trial run thing, gain points. Like it's okay, but I paid money for that. It wasn't
Yeah.
included in the game. But anyway, some of the other ones, like I assume the Arden, Prompto, and all that stuff are probably better. But I haven't played any of the DLCs. I was waiting for all of them to be released too.
Dude, I really recommend
binge
the
them.
Pronto. God, I might remember getting the name wrong. Pronto and Ignis ones.
Prompto.
They were awesome.
Well, didn't play either of them yet, but I think you spelt Regalia right. Is the silver lining? So good.
Who
job.
spelled it right?
I'm
trying to look.
Kitty. That's her name.
Necovolts.
It was a bromance story to say the least. I approve, but it needed to be a good babe. It needed a good babe to complete the story.
Wasn't there one?
I remember there was the fan service girl for the.
She was operating a car or something at one
Here's
point.
the mechanic.
Yeah.
She's like the granddaughter of Sid or whatever his name is. Yeah, it was like a brotherhood story, quite like the anime said. It's called like Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood. And I thought that was actually better in some cases because you got to see the downtime, whereas in this one it was kind of like, it's not that it was focused on story, but it's like you didn't get as much downtime. Like I thought Gladius's sister was the waifu, so I took a picture. Like there's a camera thing in the game, so we took a picture in the one event or whatever. And at the very end, you go into battle, and it's like, what is the one picture you want to take as your good luck charm? And I chose the picture of her and the main character. And I'm like, here, I'll take this one, waifu. And then at the end, I mean, this is kind of spoilers, but it's stupid anyway because there's no development, so it doesn't matter. So the other girl,
She goes on a date with the main character just to let everyone know.
Yeah, I think that's the picture I'm talking about.
That's the leading into it, is what you continue.
But yeah, so it wasn't a date, but yeah, it was whatever. So, and at the end,
Luna Freya
Elizabeth-
should have been in our party at some point. The fact that she wasn't and it was Gladio's sister, like,
I
highlights
know.
your point.
Well,
but
technically,
this
she
is,
can
like-
join you briefly for like a healing and stuff. And I was like milking that event because I'm like, yes, stay in the party. But anyway, the Elizabeth, she was like virtually not there the whole game, and I'm like, screw her. She seems like she's too set up for this bull crap. She was literally his fiance. And then at the end of the story, you see this like flash to when they're married and they're both like a couple, and then you pull out the picture you choose and it's me and Iris. And I'm like, whoops, this is awkward. Anyway, that was I thought that was fun. Brotherhood was fun AF, bro. I had bro, but anyway. Yeah. Cool. What were we talking about?
Release news.
Hold on.
I don't know. Is it really
There.
news? That,
J Novel Club announces 5 new titles during a live stream. So, J Novel Club is going to be distributing Goodbye Otherworld, See You Tomorrow.
Is that where you like got isekai and you're sent back home?
I don't know.
Didn't they
Sent
kinda
to
do that?
tomorrow?
Private tutor to the Duke's daughter.
This literally looks like the same character. Like without the elf ears, it's the same character.
Oh God,
Just throw in Arrow Manga Sensei, and then you have like a gradient of the hair lengths.
Endo and Kobayashi, the latest on Tsundere Villainess Life. What the fuck?
Title, name your
Lisa
character Kobayashi just so you can throw it in the name.
Dude
of
with
the
the
title.
Dragon Maid
Like,
searches.
Yes. Those people will buy it.
They're
These
like, hey,
titles need
Kobayashi.
to die.
Folkling, another world under the a goddess with 0 believers.
So
Wait,
this
whoa. This
character
isn't
style
Re:Zero?
is
This isn't Re:Zero? I thought it was. And they put 0 in the title. They know what they're doing.
Zero guide, zero. Never mind.
This is the
Continue.
same character. 3 of these friggin' things.
Look, man, it's one character, and she has to portray all these different.
4! 4!
Whoa!
Oh, that's no, that's
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
that's
the
the
same.
same.
It's the same.
It's the same thing.
Guys,
We-
is that
It's the same show.
It's the
False
same one.
alarm. False alarm.
Oh,
What's that one game where like do they have a mustache? Are they black? Are they wearing glasses? We need that on the thumbnail with these 3 different characters. Does she have white hair? Does she have blue eyes?
it's like fairy tale, but the characters they're just their hair is slightly
White hair,
different.
blue eyes. Okay, all 3 of these characters have white hair and blue eyes.
Scroll up to the top one. Okay, at least this top one doesn't have one of those like brooches in her hair.
My
The hair-
brother and
hair-
I had a discussion the one time about what the best
This one
live
does.
hair color
This
was,
one.
and he selected
Jesus.
white. And to that, I see the
The fuck-
oversaturation is decreasing the supply and demand for white hair in the waifu industry.
It's like everyone fell in love with Emilia, and then there's like, that's it, the end.
Seriously,
At
though,
least
that
white
one-
hair is like achievable.
Yeah, they don't
Really?
have to. They don't have to color it in.
Maybe
No, I mean
just
for
wait,
for
like, 6
people to
years.
just go
Well, yeah,
gray,
sure.
you know.
I mean, don't take me wrong. When you're like 450 years old,
You don't have to dye your hair. You can be the waifu,
Oh, that's
the
the
white-haired
other.
waifu.
New The Ancient Magus Bride anime visual reveals as first OAD releases.
ooh,
Not
I
streaming
really
or anything.
enjoyed that show.
Did you say first OAD? Because
That picture looks
them. Yes.
really bad.
Yeah, it does look kind of lame. But, I mean, we got whoever this is and whoever this is.
Whoa, is that? What the hell am I looking at? Oh, I'm sketched out just because if you look behind the guy on the bottom, there's a reflection line behind his head. And like,
Right.
is that
It's
accurate?
a double reflection.
I forgot. I'm trying to remember if there was like something to the scene that.
If
that
you
they're
look
trying
in
to
that
show.
perspective, you wouldn't actually see that far behind him. That you'd see the other little.
The world is
island.
full
It
of
would be
manatee.
it would be impossible to see the lake and there's no lake behind him, so you're seeing the lake in front of him.
Yeah, that's such a fake
Oh
news
no, there is
perspective.
okay. There is a little bit of lake behind
He's
him.
on like a
but-
little outcropping here.
But you
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to see the lake like going above that horizon.
Yeah,
Or
no,
whatever.
definitely not.
It's
So
really
that's why
bad.
it's sketching me out. Okay.
So the first of the new OADs titled The Ancient Magus Bride Nishi no Shonen no Tu Siren no Kishi.
Whatever that says.
Whatever the
Released
fuck
today.
that means. Now it says with the other three to come out alongside the 17th and 18th. This is 2. How many is it? 3 or is it 2?
It said
Or
with
is one of
the other
these
3, so
doubling
that
up?
means 4. So you get 2 per volume.
I don't know. So
That's
there's
my
no
guess.
news on an international release of this at this stage. So we don't know if it's going to be streaming on Crunchyroll at some point or not. But the first series and the original prequel OVAs are on Crunchyroll, and they were released by Funimation on the Blu-rays.
Well, one manga might come with, or each. I don't know. It might come with more than one OAD.
That's what I was. Yeah, is one doubling up, or is this just? Is just 3 supposed to be 2? Because I was under the impression there was only going to be 3 episodes.
I mean, it would make sense that they mistake.
They say 3 and meant 2.
Yeah.
All I know is prepare for those episodes not to be dubbed like the first 3. So,
I did enjoy the show, but
said,
yeah.
I did not like Sid. Is it Sydney or Cindy? I can't remember, honestly. She had the blonde bimbo stereotype super hard. Usually that's fun, but Final Fantasy X Lulu set the bar very high, which, yeah, you're probably right about that. I remember I tried to show my one friend that game because we were talking about like Final Fantasy, and he's like, "Oh, Final Fantasy 11 was great and stuff." I'm like, "You should try like Final Fantasy 15. It's got like a different combat system and everything." And then his wife like played it for a bit, and as soon as she saw that character, she's like, oh my god, that's not realistic. And I'm just sitting here like, it's a fantasy game. Like, what can I say? Like,
It is realistic. You just don't put in enough effort.
I mean, the way that she dressed, she had like her bra titties a bit out, and it's like, whatever. It's just the stylization. It's a single character. It's like it's such a small part of the game.
Inuyasha TV anime gets remastered and butchered. 69 HD Blu-ray box sets in Japan.
Ugh.
So this
Fucking
is like
69.
making my mind like expand and
It gets
contract at the
butchered?
same time.
Is that what you said,
My
Reese?
brain, I should say.
Crop to shit.
Inuyasha is a 4x3 TV series. It's being
Oh
getting,
no!
it's getting the Funimation orange brick treatment.
Now,
Oh,
you gotta keep in mind.
Are they gonna make the same excuse that their actual drawings had a little bit on the extra on the edges, and we're gonna make it so that it's not actually cropping the
That
whole
is
thing?
the best case we could possibly hope for, is that, oh, we actually had enough raw canvas to extend it, which is what
But
they
even-
actually do with these theatrical movies.
But even still, with the like, okay, so one, I have to say, first of all, Dragon Ball Z made that excuse, and then they were like, yeah, we got a little bit extra, and then like the cropped version still was shit. It was still overcropped. The little bit extra was like a tiny bit, and sometimes they were even cropping that out, which was revealed later on in shots. And then the second thing I have to say is they did it with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So that's the only one that I know of that they went back and they actually had like widescreen, like proper widescreen footage of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, okay? The problem with that was it was raw. They didn't have any of the effects, so they had to redo all the effects.
Oh no.
And they shot it with the intention of it being in 4:3, right?
So it just looks like all this extra stuff on the side that's
I
unnecessary.
like to think the boom
But,
is
like,
and
Literally, they have like gaffers and like mic boom guys in the shot still.
Oh, so
So there's scenes where like people are just standing on the corner. And they're not meant to be on the show.
that's amazing. Now technically, there's like virtually any movie you've seen pre-digital age that's been theatrical film, think an anime film, has, like, when it aired or whatever, when you got on VHS, it was 4:3. But if they do a remaster, you'll see it's 16:9, because they actually like make it with that in mind for some reason. I guess because the theaters back then used that as their ratio.
Yeah, films, yes, but not
the-
TV shows.
Okay. Yeah, because like the Digimon movie on the Blu-ray, I'm like, how'd they get this extra stuff on the left and right? And
Yeah,
well, it just
It
was
was
shot that
it
way.
was
back
made for a movie, yeah. So it played in theaters in 69. I'm sure. I went and seen it. I don't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure it was 69.
But
So
yeah,
Professor Who has this to say about Inuyasha. Apparently 44 episodes on 4 discs and 69 cropped, which isn't
terrible ratio. Like that's
but
11.
I'm talking about like
Yes.
the episode count first. The 11 episodes per disc. I mean, like Discotheque does the like 13 episodes for even newer series like Lupin the Third Part 4.
I don't know how they achieved that. Actually, wait, part 4? They only
Yep.
had one audio track on that. Oh,
In
so I
the-
guess the
Yeah, for the
Blu-ray,
Japanese only release,
Right.
they did
they only
13
have one
episodes
audio
per
track,
disc.
so that makes sense.
So, and then, but yeah, 44 episodes on 4 discs and 69 cropped, and then the 4x3 versions all on one standard def disc.
Yeah. That
all I want
That's
them to
like,
do
really?
is just like take the original footage, just personally here, of like
Oh,
Inuyasha and stuff.
you don't have to bother with any of this, Lance. We have 4x3 Blu-rays in the States.
Yeah, Viz
Yeah, but
BDs gave us the
they're
4x3
overpriced
Blu-rays.
for Dragon Balls for one.
What? Oh,
The Dragon
whoa.
Ball box
Whoa.
set?
Whoa.
We're not talking about Dragon Ball. We're talking about Inuyasha.
Oh, I was talking about in general though, is what I was trying to get at. But all right, I won't continue that thought. I was just gonna say what I would like to see is them.
Just
What?
get out.
I won't continue that thought, he says. Continues the thought anyways.
Yes, exactly. All right, fine. Continue.
That's basically it. That's all he's got to say about it. And I mean, there's stuff down here like why? I mean, just
Well,
like
according to his sources, it is cropped, as they say, and not
Oh.
like, oh, it's been extended.
Schmollis says, and the opening and ending on the 69 crop is still the 4x3 version, if he's understanding it right.
Yeah.
That's this.
Yeah, that seems like a mess.
Schmollis,
Hopefully, when they remastered it, in 4x3, and for this Blu-ray, they're just making the idiotic move to crop it.
I mean, they're likely using like the whatever Viz and the other companies are using for their 4x3 releases. So that's what I mean by my brain is just like exploding over this decision. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because
Yeah.
Japan usually gets things right, but they're the ones taking the initiative to crop it this time. And I mean, luckily for us, we don't have to worry about this, but it's just baffling that this is a thing. But yeah, we have all 6 sets released over here, from what we understand. And whoa, we're getting to that, Breeze. But we have all 6 releases over here in 4x3.
But are they HD?
They are. Whoever said it was like, oh, the first season was done on cell, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty exciting to know. And I'm pretty sure they misquoted it because it's like the first 4 sets. The first 4 sets are all native HD, like they're all on cell. I think it's actually partway through set 4 that it goes digital. But it's actually a pretty decent upscale for what it's worth, if you ask me. So it's still like an upgrade from the DVD. But
So I wonder why they even bothered
I know it's just it makes no sense.
with this.
It's what Dragon Ball Z
remaster.
did. They were like, "Oh, it's more modern, the ratio, so let's turn it into
Yeah.
16:9."
People with their wide TVs don't like the black bars on the side.
Who the hell ever complained about that for Dragon Ball? That's where it all started.
As Reese will show you in the next tweet, though, the Inuyasha Blu-rays we have aren't perfect because they allegedly are using the wrong color space and stuff. But I honestly can't. I don't even know how they figure half this crap out. But we'll have to take their word for it. So yeah, this is their thing.
Take it away, FDDNM.
So after seeing Viz Media's Blu-ray of Inspector, I implore people not to touch their BD releases. They appear to have switched back to their old encoding methods for releases prior to 2014, as they're once again absolutely full of blocking, banding, poor compression, and wrong gamma. And I'm sitting here like, gamma? The hell?
Radiation?
How do you figure that out? How do you figure out the gamma levels? So in this one, they're saying how part 2 of JoJo Golden Wind? Wait, what? Managed to sort their releases out for Golden Wind Part 2, only to have switched back to their resolution since at least their 2014 mid 2020 releases were encoded well and correctly done as limited range rather than full range, being BT601, which was fixable on PC. What? By fixable, does he mean like I can do it from my computer, or does he mean beforehand before they encode it? I gave them feedback again. Was it?
I was gonna say, I think he means like, yeah, you rip it and you can just say like use this other color space or whatever.
I really don't understand how some of these things work, because I'm like, are you able to just fix it when you have it? Are you able to swap it? Or is it something that like you need the raw material, the raw masters, then you apply the codec or whatever the hell it is, the color space. The gamma though, I'm just like, the hell do you mean gamma? I know it's an option on your TV, but it's like, how do you gauge half of this crap? Like, I don't know. Some of these people seem to have an eye for it. I gave them feedback again on the issues after seeing K7 stories, and it appears that unlike the last time where they actually fixed the things, this time they've done absolutely nothing and upped the bitrate to 35 Mbps. That fixes nothing when your encoding setup is broken. So what he's saying is rather than because you'd think, oh, they increased the bit rate. That's good, right? By that he essentially means they hard increase the bit rate because on say Premiere you can set the bit rate to whatever you want, right? You could set it to like 100 megabytes per second if you really wanted to, but if your source footage is only like 1.5 megabytes a second, if you push it to 35 megabytes, it won't make a difference. It won't. So that's what he's saying here. So that's what he means by, oh, your encoding setup is broken. At Crunchyroll, if you're able to, please, for the love of God, pull your distribution with Viz Media, yada yada. Oh yeah, he's like, highest profile Jujutsu Kaisen. Their discs are so poor as of late. Video presentation is considerably worse than your own streams. Ouch.
Whew. I see one comment to this, which... Alright.
How's Funimation lately on disc? And they didn't reply. I don't think I've gotten that program working that they're showing right there. I can't remember what it's called, but I couldn't get it to work. It shows you like the average bit rate. Because like you can rip a Blu-ray and then you can see like an average bit rate after you've converted it, but that's not like the natural bit rate and everything.
This is Greek to me.
Well, the graph is the higher it is, the higher the bit rate.
Alright.
So in other words, just at what the hell? Easier to just share a sample. I kind of want to see that sample.
I don't want to click on it. You have to click on it yourself.
We'll rip. But yeah, so that's the thing. Just at Viz and until they get their act together.
Moving on.
But I kind of, want Jujutsu Kaisen on Blu-ray, so I'll take
Well,
it.
exactly. So you can either boycott it and then they'll say, "Oh, it didn't sell well. Better never release it again," or
Yeah.
you buy it and they're
They'll
like,
take it.
"Oh,
They'll take
they
the
like our
feedback
terrible."
the wrong way.
Exactly. They'll say, "Well, they like our terrible bit rates."
Why the fuck did Random 11 just been crapping in and out? Okay, I was like, where the hell did Random 11 go? Oh, wait, he's been...
I hate how all these companies absolutely are taking the feedback the wrong way.
Yeah, no.
Well, they're I've always wondered, like, if it's whether or not they're taking it the wrong way, or if they just realize that. Whoa.
Like taking it.
Sorry.
Yeah, they wanna. I thought it was me. I was like, what did I do? I'm just wondering if it's like a whole psychological ploy. They know that if they cuck us, we'll slowly stop to. If it's an attempt to make us stop. God, what's the word I'm looking for? Stop breaking down and critiquing their fuck ups and the cucking of the people who
to avoid criticism.
Yeah. So think about it like this: if you do something that people are going to say something about, but then as punishment for them saying something about it, you make what they would definitely want not happen. They start to feel like it's impossible at the end. So they end up sometimes being silent.
A big like ego that they are infallible as companies because they've established themselves so strongly that
a lot of companies have that.
Oh yeah. So they're like, we're not the ones at fault here. Okay, we know what we're doing. Y'all fans are just idiots or something.
Pay the piper, accept what we do, or don't get anything. It's kind of that whole thing.
I want more Magus Bride. Work that podcast magic and make it happen, please. So it's good to know that you're already aware of our podcast magic. I am on my second shot of whiskey, currently considering making this drinking stream. I just cannot pick what is happening to drink on. I don't know. What do you guys say? I mean, earlier
Read the
you
next
could have
comment.
the next comment. Drink when someone is interrupted. Sounds like a fun
You'll
drinking
die.
game.
Brad's trying to kill us, dear God.
Please drink responsibly.
Shut up. You cannot talk. Make him drink.
Well, Brad can't get any in prison, right?
I don't know. They get like cigarettes and stuff in there.
He's getting boned.
Pound?
He's getting toilet
Yeah,
liquor. He's
the
getting
one that's
toilet wine.
taking it the wrong way. Right?
Interrupting cow.
Hmm.
She's gonna keep doing this all night. You're gonna be drunk.
Alright, so was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about for Inspector?
I mean, I was just gonna pick it up just eventually, just because it's on my watch list or whatever. But I'm kind of very lowering it on my priority list very low.
It's going lower on the to-do list.
Do we
Yeah.
know who that is? This Simon guy?
Nope.
He
Just
probably
Just some
Somewhere else.
random guy?
He
So you gotta
probably
take his
worked,
word for it.
In the Femboy Films Discord or something. Brad could probably verify for us. Unless that's classified information. I would drink those fucking, but I do not want liver failure.
Do you have
I did not.
Oh.
Don't worry, I didn't.
FDDNM, turn me off.
Turn him off.
Thank you.
You're no longer turned on.
Disconnect him from the Matrix. He did a naughty thing.
Hold on. I gotta make sure nothing was actually shown.
have you guys seen that video?
Good.
Have you guys seen the video of it's like a Twitch streamer and like someone sends him a picture and he's not thinking and he's like, "Oh, what's this?" and he clicks on it and it looks like someone's got a big dick on the picture and he's like, "Ah!" and he like screams at the top of his lungs and then he realizes it's just a picture of a cat and his hands, the cat's hands in the picture just happen to look like
That
a
was
dick.
still.
Okay, so nothing was actually explicitly shown.
That's what Reese was just now.
Reese didn't flash us.
That was exciting.
Oh, Brad, please tell me you're getting reception in prison and what your reaction was to that little gasp that Reese did.
That was exciting.
Of course,
So-
Reese would have the naughty bits turned on.
Well,
He's
damn
always
right, I'm
looking
30
for
years
those
old.
naughty bits.
I'm old enough to watch that.
Yeah, I was honestly debating on picking some of those up myself, but
I mean,
Oh,
one of them
God.
looked interesting. I saw it. I was like, "Ooh, what's that?"
I need to breathe there. Jesus Christ.
Well, what? Worst case, this podcast episode just gets yeeted until we blur it or something.
We talked about Emperor's Sword last time, right? And Raging Fire.
I mean, I don't particularly care about bringing it up if we didn't.
Yokai Monsters Collection.
I thought it was Golden Kamui Season 3 LE, which would have been funny. Like, just at a glance when it was on the product page, because it was the same, like, yellow color.
100 Monsters Spook Warfare. Along with Ghosts. The Great Yokai War. Alright.
It says on the cover, too.
This. I swear to God, I've seen this guy somewhere. Looks like we got Anubis back here. Huh. That'd be. It looks like it'd be a pretty neat box set because apparently it wraps around, judging from the spine.
You mean their efforts would be that of
Holy shit! Is that FDDNM?
God damn it! I'm gonna have to add that to the thumbnail. I'm gonna just gonna put an emoji.
What the fuck? Wow.
Who wants the long nose? Reese?
I'm glad I clicked on that one. So Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway Volume 1 is getting a limited edition Japanese
4K.
import for some reason.
It is 4K, right?
But
did have
hasn't Gundam or Sunrise been doing that for a while?
Nozomi's been releasing, yeah, but this is the import, so this is just
Well, I think what it means is Gundam releases the import version of literally everything first, and then Nozomi releases it once that has sold.
This is Japanese only with with subtitles.
I think
even though there is a dub on Netflix, so
that's so weird.
I think it's a stupid model that they're doing this because I think more people are catching on that. Well, they're just going to release the English version later, and
the English version that's cheaper, that'll fit more in line with the other Gundam releases anyway. Have the English dub.
I hate to shit on Nozomi, but like, cut out the middleman. Like, what's the point of that?
But I think it's just gonna backfire on Gundam fans because they're not gonna sell the domestic version until they sell out of the imports, right? And then with fewer people buying the imports, they're just gonna sit on the shelf.
I doubt they'll do that. They'll just sit on the imports until they'll probably won't order a whole lot.
Forever to release like what Bandit Flower?
Maybe they'll probably they've got to order it from Japan, so they'll probably order up until the pre-order. They'll probably order maybe 50 more, and then that'll be it for Right Stuff stock.
Very saucy, Reese.
Wicked Lake Encore Edition, whatever the hell that is. These are being released by Media Blasters, which is
an anime.
No, it's a live action. These are being released by Media Blasters.
Was an anime.
Is anything live action in this one besides?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't. Voodoo Virus, whatever the fuck that is, that looks pretty wild.
That looks like a B movie.
It's a C movie.
Yeah, like a English one, not Japanese.
I didn't know this was anime from the cover. I'm like, ew, more live action. And then, the previews on the back were like anime. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Doomed Megalopolis. I'll be real, this does look pretty fucking awesome. Just this artwork.
Well, I'm glad you decided to be real with us and not just lie and secretly in the closet be like, man, that looks so awesome, but I can't express that to people.
Wow, 1991. That's as old as I am.
Reese's alter ego has an E, and he always lies to us.
His alter ego has the E. Now, I don't know how to cut out this neck and put a footnum on it, but I mean...
I just still can't believe I had that fuck up and I didn't even think about it. God, nothing was shown on YouTube. I swear to God. Okay?
Dude, it's like really worst case. You just have to.
AC's already said that it's not. You can't get it monetized anyway. For some reason, like you said, the old videos appear to be monetized, but for some reason I can't enable it. He cannot enable it on tonight's show.
More the
monetization
reason to not worry about it.
Do we want to cover the Ginger Museum or wait till AC comes back?
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know anything about it, so
I'm sure. I mean,
he said we have a heavy next week, so we could get it over with.
It's hilarious, and there might be a Sora news article. We'll wait. This is gold. It's good. I think he'll do it justice. All right, so Hedorah, King of the Dust Mops, and more celebrate 50th anniversary of legendary Kaiju's debut. A dust mop, and also I think my ad blocker is blocking pictures from loading on Sword News 24. FTDNM, do you want to share? Can you screen share?
Okay.
Or,
I'll just
never
have
mind.
to pause. I'll have to pause my neck lengthening operation.
Oh.
God damn it! I have to pull up the doc again at OCA podcast. What is it? OCApodcast.com.
/OCA dash
You could also just do
165.
that and click the documents, and then
Yeah.
that. Which one is this?
Merch news. Hedora.
Hedora?
Whatever.
Whatever, man. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And where's the stupid screen share?
Nico Volt says, I would drink on Cuckings, but I don't want liver failure. That's a good idea. I bring the sauce every time.
Alright.
Hold on. 1 second. That thumbnail's gonna be gonna be a clusterfuck masterpiece at this rate.
That it
So
typically devolves into that one way or another.
Yours aren't loading either, huh?
Oh yeah, I don't have the
Pictures.
these unchungist. Now I'm using a browser that automatically blocks the ads, so that could
Oh
be
well.
why.
So there's a Hedora, whatever thing.
Hedora sexual?
Dust mop.
Most rock?
How much does this thing cost? $32. Okay.
Oh,
I make a
maybe.
point to
I
never
don't
buy
think
anime
anybody
merches.
would actually use it if they were a fan of Hedora.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about collectibles that are meant to be used or consumed. It's just stupid.
Well, it's like those pencils and notepads they give you and a lot of stuff. I'm like, why? You could have included an art
Yeah,
book.
I have like I showed this to Reese and Brad. It was my Digimon ruler that I found, and it was all beat up. I have a Digimon notebook technically somewhere. There's like a Digimon Happy Birthday like little cutout thing that you put up,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, wow, all this stuff that's just been mutilated over time.
I still
Yeah.
have the Dragon Ball Z table mat from back in the early 90s.
I used to have a Digimon ruler as well, along with an eraser and a pencil.
Oh damn it! Well, clearly
I
had one of
must
those-
be-
I met his Voyager and then showed him my Pokemon one.
ruler that looked identical in like every other way.
Yeah, it's just a 6-inch ruler.
That's all you need.
Well, it's no match for your 12-footer.
FDDNM was just particularly worn out at the 4-inch mark.
All right, moving on. That was a weird pause. Reese, is there anything else?
No, I thought you were gonna show him your ruler.
I don't have it on me. Disappointed!
What else? Oh wait, no, I closed that. That's it.
We have to sign up for our OnlyFans for Footnotes ruler.
I don't know why. No, I didn't close it. So, Nadia's magical blue water pendant can now be yours.
Cool.
That's neat.
And
Did it cost as much as the anime?
half the people who are going to read this article are going to be like, "What? The fuck is that from?"
$250.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
What kind of gem is
anime
it?
costs more than that apparently because I didn't know it went out of print.
It's probably not a gem. It's probably just acrylic.
Yeah, it's probably a very polished rock.
I mean, if it was
It's
an
probably just
actual
acrylic.
gem.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is a... Okay,
an
so
actual gem.
pre-orders are now up for the necklace, which sells for $250, but you can also pick up Captain Nemo's Blue Water, a weighty display piece that will run you a bit more of $700.
Good
And
God.
the 2 gems are made to overlap, as seen below. So this is the pendant. This is the $700 paperweight.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just get like a block of silver at that point? A little tiny chunk of silver.
I will laugh if it's just like pure acrylic. Like
That's what I was thinking too.
Why don't we just make one if it's acrylic? Why not?
Put this. Oh, it's a deep blue glass.
How
You
how
mean
much is the Blu-ray?
they're if that's just blown glass?
With-
Do they got a print?
That's
Gold
been-
plated acrylic silver framing.
even still,
And
a
hangs from a
glass.
leather thong.
a glass gem like that. I can't imagine it being that much money.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, PSA. If you don't have Nadia, tough titties. You're screwed.
I have no idea. I want to know how much it's worth.
I
Tough
saw a listing
titties
for-
made of
I saw-
diamonds.
Oh god, I saw a listing of it for like $400, I think.
What? Jeez.
Let's
I
go
don't
to
know if that's-
Amazon using this
The
wonderful affiliate link.
Amazon.ca, the Amazon.ca one is $600.
Nadia.
Naughty.
Oh. $2.99. Wow.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, I found that out because in the anime collector subreddit, they were talking about Evangelion or something, and then they said, yeah, next thing you know, it's going to be whatever the Nadia, like Gainax, and they're bitching of the rights because we were talking about the script or something, and it's like, yeah, they're probably going to do that with Nadia, like it's going to get like exclusive rights, and then it will cost like $400 for their premium box set because it's a Gainax show, right? So then I got
I do
really
like
worried.
this artwork. This artwork is beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's not
I've
bad.
never heard of the show, and I'm like, damn,
Missed out.
if it was available, I'd buy it.
It was
It's
on
like
Sentai Sale.
it's
That's
a
how I
loose
got it.
adaptation of Thousand Leagues Under the Sea, or 22,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that it even says on the front cover, made from the creator of Evangelion or whatever. So this is like what
Evangelion.
39 episode series.
39.
There is a movie that isn't on here though,
Mhm.
and it only got released on
Hey, look, it's
DVD.
this thing we just talked about.
Yep. That is a gold border if I've ever seen one. So rip on authenticity. But
It did say gold-plated sterling silver.
oh, it's gold plated. Okay. Never mind.
I gotta go
So
back.
Footnum, you have it?
I do have it.
So do I.
So that's why I was like, oh wow, I'm surprised. So I was worried about the movie because I don't have the movie.
Yeah.
But that one's luckily at least still $60. So I'm like, that's in the habitable zone, you know?
But is it like a compilation movie or something?
I actually don't know.
Oh.
I still feel obligated to get it. It will screw up the potential for an art box though, so rip me.
So play with a new and expensive Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai commemorative chess set featuring silver pieces. How much is it?
$400.
Not quite.
$300.
$30,000.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Shit. Sure that's not yen? Shit.
Are you sure that's
Nope.
not just painted
3.3
acrylic?
million yen.
3.3
Holy crap.
million yen, which
And
is
keep
around $30,000.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm not.
conversion right? Wouldn't it be like 300,000 yen for 30,000? Because it's like 1,000 yen is $10. Or wait, maybe that would make sense.
Yeah, no, that's
1,000 yen
right.
is about
it's
10 bucks,
roughly,
yeah.
It's roughly
Yen to
divide by 100.
USD. So 3.3 million.
You gotta take the dot.
Man.
Oh, put it on. I don't need to. Why did I put a dot there? That's dumb. Hold on. 10, hundred, thousands, 10,000, hundred. Yeah, that's it. $29,982.83.
Once again, they can keep it.
Eh.
That's an expensive
So,
dust collector.
Do they actually like? What are the pawns right there? They just look like the
Regular
Gundam
pawns.
orb thing.
Hold on. Is there a website?
What?
They doxed him by saying he's not in Japan. Holy
You
crap!
can buy it if you don't live in Japan. Oh, whoa. That's...
Ooh.
Hold up.
Wait, is it because it was a chess set
Oh,
from
shit.
the show?
That's cool.
It's
Like
cooler because
just seeing it from like this angle, like from this angle, I was like, okay, we got the rook. These just look like just regular chess. No, these are different styled pieces. That's
If I
cool.
ever wanted it, I would 3D print it.
Yeah.
It better come with this big ass board.
Supply your own board. We just
Oh my
give the
God.
pieces.
That is a great idea for Footnum because I've
pretty
been wanting a custom
Whoa.
fucking chess set, and when things get back together, that's something we need to talk about.
So here's your punch, FDDM.
Uh,
Based on this Frieza-looking guy.
The ball sack head guy,
They look like football players.
or Dragon Ball Super new, like their new designs for
Not-
characters.
Crunchyroll, you need to do a better job at showing pictures. Look at all these pictures on here.
Yeah, you can actually understand what the hell the pieces represent. Otherwise, it's like, look at all these pieces of metal that you can get. What?
Silver.
Yeah, silver is a metal.
Yeah, but that's like saying you're describing it by its least interesting attribute.
Yeah, but why would you care
What it's
about?
made out of. I mean, these
it's
these
not
are all
shaped-
probably at least 1 ounce of silver.
Yeah, the thing is though is like when you take like,
It's like
Is it
I hate to get on the whole
$30,000?
silver and gold thing, but when you take it and you put it into a different shape, it doesn't change the value of the silver. So you've
no.
literally paid for a very shapely piece of something that you're going to sell at weight value.
That's not true.
Like that's how if you were to just go sell it right off the way, you have to
Yeah.
find a specialist to buy it. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
that's-
count it with
so-
that value in my mind.
So obviously,
That's why I never buy silver or gold. And
you're not gonna be paying under value if it's like obviously they're gonna make money on it. So whatever, you can't buy it, turn around and melt it down and sell it for silver and make money on it.
oh yeah, no
Obviously.
shit.
Right.
You're
But-
losing money for like having something that's if you're playing to sell it.
Because it's shaped, because it's in this form, it's worth more than
Yeah, the
market
shape
value
gives
of
it more value.
And if that's truly in who you're selling it to, so you're gonna have to literally
obviously.
find a specialist.
It depends.
Well,
So
you
when I
wouldn't have
think-
to
when I think
find a
silver and
specialist.
gold-
You just find a fan of Dragon Quest.
This
Yeah,
is
but
cool. This is
with that
neat.
much
Selling it
money
for,
to blow
like
on a
friggin' like $2,000.
$30,000.
30. Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's why I said like it's literally boils all the way down to having someone who is an extreme collector or has a lot of money to blow, which both
If literally there was no demand for this, and you
It
know,
is
you had
neat.
this, then
I
you
will
could
give it
probably
that.
it is
get away
awesome,
with,
but it's still oof.
melting
It is
down.
neat.
But they're selling it for $30K anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're not gonna make a profit if you play for retail.
Yeah.
I initially, my impression, because I didn't know it was a chessboard that was in the show, I was like, you should have used the slime as the rook, or sorry, as the pawn. Missed opportunity, right? But I mean, technically, yes, it makes sense if it's in the show. Still, missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for the show. They should have used this line
I
in
mean,
the show.
if they made a
true.
chess set like the one showcased in Fate Zero,
Ooh.
that would be awesome.
I want the one as I know it's not traditional chess, but I want the one from freaking Kingdom Hearts that they're using at the beginning.
All of
For
these
spoilers
chess
for anyone, like that was so fucking cool.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add to this one?
I'm good.
a beautiful
At least it did show that this little feature, like the board, is like a display case for the.
They at the very least need to do that for it to be 30K. If they didn't, I'd be.
I do
as
want to
someone
point
who's-
out.
I was just gonna say, go ahead.
go
you
ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I do want to point out that with FDDNM saying, "Oh well, they're metal still, even though they're silver." That's like saying a diamond is it's
Rock.
just coal.
It's a rock.
It's just a rock.
It's just hardened coal.
Sure,
It's a rock.
but most people care about the shape. Like, why would you want this beautifully shaped chessboard?
I don't know what you're
it's
talking about. The
made of-
shape. It's the
If-
size that matters.
If they're
Oh,
paying
God.
$30,000, I don't think they care about just the shape. I think they care about the fact it's made of silver.
It would have been valuable if it was made of tin for.
Not $30,000.
Still, this
No
silver's
way.
probably not $30,000. It's the craftsmanship that goes into it, or whatever.
Sure, but it's still you could make it out of literally.
Are you even gonna
aluminum.
play chess with this thing? Are you really?
And you'd never
Good
get
call.
close to $30,000.
Oh, sorry, man. I know you like this chess set, but I lost your piece. Wink, wink.
You know,
I lost my piece.
your piece, and then you pull out your piece because you're like, bring
Yeah.
it back.
Every time you take the person's pawn or
Here,
whatever,
I'll replace it
you
with
just
this
put it in your
plate.
pocket
Pocket.
instead of put it aside. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take your queen in my pocket.
Now I'm gonna take it and sell it.
No,
Yeah, it's
what,
like,
Goes
what
to
needs
prostitution.
to be made is, like Tango Robo?
No,
We need a
additionally,
chess
more
set.
than
You're
that.
the
Tango
Tanga
Robo.
master here. No one else knows.
We need a
Tanga.
Tango Robo chess set.
That
To
would
be
epic.
fair, like what I was gonna say earlier was chess is my
Tangas as
freaking
the-
favorite board game, and the size of them as a general rule is incredibly small. The only so rarely do you get a decent sized chessboard, so I just if it's $30,000, that chessboard better be at least a 2x2,
human
which is
size.
2 foot by 2 foot, because goddamn,
Yeah, the size of that sheet I cut out your box with.
exactly.
Why don't you just make it human size so like you can stand in it, and then it'll be.
There are,
worth
they're
$30,000.
making those with like pieces that are the size of like Reese, 4 feet tall.
Reese's
Wow.
Pieces?
Like look it up on Amazon. You can literally buy it right now, and it's kind of beautiful. It's for parks and stuff.
It's probably
I
like
worked
a,
at I used to work at a little it was almost like a private kind of park thing. It's a long story, and we considered stuff like that for it. And since I love chess, I was trying to get them to put it in, but it was going to cost upwards of $10K.
It's probably one of those things you put down like at a picnic type deal. It's just like made of fabric or something with the checkerboard pattern.
The one
But
we were
anyway.
looking at would have been on concrete permanent, but continue. I went on a tangent.
But
Sorry.
anyway, the Broadiful Onein needs saying some outfits sets cost in thousands, so $1,000 on a nice body. Well, I won't complain.
Who said that?
And
What
then I
a
guess
Neckable.
she's on shot 4.
Oh god damn it!
And I
We've
have the
interrupted
OCA.
enough people. You should be on shot like 30 by now. Come on.
4?
So she-
That's rookie numbers. You need to bump those numbers up.
She had the chess set from Pokemon apparently, and shape or size. Well, I am an ass kind of gal.
Gal.
I see you're also a man of culture.
Oh my god. It was
Did you
like
just assume
FDDM
your
was
gen-
talking into
Did you
my
just
soul.
assume your gender?
No, that's
I'm
the
sorry.
quote. It's like, I see you're also a man of culture, or you're a man of culture, I see, or whatever. That's the quote. If I say you're a woman of culture, that will ruin the reference.
Well, gal, that refers to women.
Whatever just happened, it sounded like you were talking directly into my soul.
I tried to ASMR it as soon as possible.
It was better than Reese's ASMR, that's for
I
sure.
was about to say, are we getting some like FAP ASMR right now? All I could hear was like,
All right. Moving right along. So we're done with the chess set?
yes.
Last thing on here. Japanese netizens give their thoughts on how English has changed the meaning of senpai. I guess I have to read. Oh, hey, we got pictures. Sweet. So, senpai is a Japanese word that doesn't have a one-to-one equivalent in English. It's a title like Mr. or Ms. given to someone who is your senior in an organization. For example, if you're a first-year high school student, the upperclassmen are called senpai. If you're a new employee, the people who've been working here are called senpai. Kohai is who you are. So there. As anyone who has hung around English-speaking otaku parts of the internet knows, senpai and more specifically, senpai notice me are used for people to express the unrequited love they have toward a senior at school or work. While that's one possible usage of the word in Japanese, it's only a small part of it. It'd be like the word boss in English only being used to represent a relationship between an employee and their boss in a much broader...
Sorry. Oh, you were reading. Never mind.
Just adding to those shot counters.
Go ahead, say what you were going to say.
Oh, I was going to say, senpai, to explain it the best, is like you were to walk up to your superior or even a older sibling, just anyone who has a quote-unquote status in society higher than yours. Like if you were a nurse at a hospital, the doctor could be senpai. We have basically what's happened with senpai is that it's been devolved into a purely high school-esque or like your kind of upperclassmen very specifically kind of setup. They forget that it has a outside of one anime and two like standard basic bitch, high school setting or whatever usage.
Dude, go down. There's that Sith IU album or whatever his name is. That one. See Through Eye. I'm aware of that album.
You are? Tell us about it.
Well, he literally described it on Bandcamp. It was like, yeah, I got an Axe Effects and was just like playing around with it or something. So he just like made an anime themed album. And I don't know, the titles of the songs were funny. And it sounded like anime music to everyone's surprise. But I don't know, I just thought that was kind of neat that this is in that article for some reason.
What was I? Where the hell was I? Okay. Well, that's one possible usage of the word. Okay. Present a relationship from point of... Okay. Twitter post was the impetus for many other Japanese Twitter users to express their thoughts on senpai being used strangely in English. For some, it was the first time learning about it, but others already knew. I first found out about that usage on the news. A fan shows his support for baseball player Shohei Ohtani, but senpai, someone who doesn't notice your feelings for them. What? Someone who doesn't notice... That's a word born from the influence of Japanese manga and anime, since many kohai try to get the attention of their senpai, but they don't notice them. To see how far senpai has spread through the otaku culture as an overseas meme, There's a famous prog rock Scottish Burmese musician who's released 3 albums called Senpai. So that's the level it's at. Oh, so that says when I checked over my manga that's been translated into English, they used Senpai even though I didn't have it in the original. I was like, huh? But this is what was going on. I approve. While the vast majority are pleasantly amused by the different use of the word, there are others who are a bit more concerned. There needs to be an effort to correct the wrong translations. This is painful. What is this? Hello, I just use the word normally. It's like some sort of otaku pidgin or Creole language. Why would they limit the word to just being used by a wallflower girl? This is worse than how hentai is used overseas. You mean art? While we disagree on the last sentiments, they sort of hit the nail on the head. Senpai is just another word that has been borrowed from Japanese and whose meaning differs from the original. The same thing happened with hentai, which means perverted in Japanese, and has nothing to do with the genre of anime manga. It also happened with sushi, which in Japanese refers to a variety of dishes, but now means rice with a filling wrapped in seaweed in most of the world. It also happened with anime, which is just general Japanese word for animation, and not only ones produced in Japan. And it goes the other way too. Tons of English words have been borrowed into Japanese and taken on new meanings too. In fact, there are many of them that there's a word for them. Wasei Japan made English. Languages are constantly changing and evolving, and unless we want to sound like grumpy old people, it's typically in our best interest to go with the flow and embrace it. Besides, as long as we can still have Senpai Mole come out to the ground and angrily answer our questions about being a mole, the world is in good hands. Okay, first I gotta open up this one just to see what this one's about, and then I gotta check out this one. What the fuck? I know it's CC probably. Wasei English, 20 words of English origin that Japanese people often mistake for the real thing. Okay. Office lady. Salaryman. Key holder. Holder. Key holder. Kura! Is that what Cooler's name called in Dragon Ball Z? Kura?
Yeah.
Air
I don't know.
conditioner.
Kura! Gasoline stand. Gasoline stando. Satando. Gasoline stando. Resizer. Baby car. Potato fry. Morning. Utile frunto.
I feel like I'm listening to a parent.
Gardoman.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Morning call.
Moringuru. Moringukuru.
The phrase morning call is one which defines being woken up by hotel staff at your preferred time.
Wake up call.
I need my morning koru.
Morning call is a phrase that has taken root in Japan society. Nevertheless, the phrase used abroad carrying the same meaning and used much more commonly is wake up call. Hopefully hotel staff would be able to put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, okay, I guess. I was like morning call. That's basically the same as a wake up call. Like no one would mistake the two.
Gardoman. Security guard is. Oh, it's Gardoman. Security guard needs to be wearing capes. That needs to be a series.
It's Gridman.
Claim. Kurimu.
Kuremu.
Kurimu. Magukapa. Magukapa. Not the push. Nut persicon, nutopuscon. Alright.
A jet coaster.
Jetto Costa.
Kosutaru.
I want to ride the jet coaster.
Oh, the middle. Deco auto.
For someone who's not like looking at that right now, I'm honestly wondering what the fuck y'all are reading.
Teku auto is takeout.
Oh,
Teku Auto is a new auto body shop in Japan. Teku Auto. Takeout.
Is that what you do when you meet a girl? You
So
take her out?
I'm reading through. So Salaryman, Office Lady, Salaryman, Key Holder, Key Holder.
Okay, do we need to read them all again?
I'm going to read them all. I'm having fun. I'm reading them all. Cooler is Cooler. Gasoline stand is Gasoline Stando. Free
Like
size is Free size. Baby car is Baby car. That's my favorite one right so far. Baby car. Potato fry is potato fillet. Morning calls Morning call. Hotel Fronto. Guardman is Gardaman. Claim is Kurimu. Mug cup is Megu Kapu. Note Persicon is Nuto Pasicon. Order made is Oda Medo. Jet coaster is Jetta Coaster. Then takeout is Taiko Auto. Coin laundry is coin laundry. Game center is Game Center. Consent is consento.
This is stupid. Go back up to the takeout thing.
It
was like 3 up.
Takeout.
You passed it. Yeah. We call, I don't know about in the US, but in Canada, we call it takeout.
Yeah.
Take auto. That's not how you say it. But with maple in your mouth.
Takeout, please. Is there a restaurant that's faster?
Do you not call it takeout in the US?
We call it takeout. Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying
I call it delivery.
In the US, it's called to go.
Takeout, to go, delivery.
I've more honestly considering where I grew up, I've always called it to go.
That's another one that's dumb. That's the same in English. Takeout. Okay.
Oh.
It's takeaway. That's the one that like Australia was bitching about when Overwatch made an Australian or whatever map, and it's like, oh, it says take out. We say take away, and I'm just sitting here like,
who gives a
fuck? You're not getting any. Let me take away your order.
Yeah, I disagree with takeout being on this list. It's the same thing.
All these, I don't really want to read through all the.
You just did. What are you talking about?
I don't want to read all these explanatory paragraphs for every single one of these. This isn't on the thing.
You volunteered yourself, so you're gonna.
Senpai Mall answer kids' questions, but it's kind of a jerk about it. Wow, how old is this? This is before the podcast.
2015.
I don't want to read this.
And I kind of disagree with the whole article in general. Like, I'm sure Senpai has kind of taken on a meme status with, like, Notice Me Senpai, but, like, I don't know, maybe it's more niche for people to understand the full meaning of what Senpai is, but, like, I understand what the meaning of Senpai is, and if an anime is going to use the word Senpai in the English dub, like, it's apparent to me anyway, generally, what they would mean, and it's not necessarily always going to be in a situation where it's like, oh, the senpai doesn't notice me and I want to be senpai's girlfriend. Like, that's not every use of the word senpai in English dubs. I don't get their whole point.
Hold on, I gotta check this. You guys want to remove the comment? Oh.
What happened?
Well, hold on. I'll just read the private chat from Random 11.
It was a while ago. It was
Yeah.
dealt with.
So that was FDDNM. Some more Reese reading, please. It is adorable and should be clipped. Lance, get on it now. FDDNM.
Missed a few comments.
Why is my reading adorable? It's terrible. I stumble.
Is there something about your friend that you need to tell us? Like, are they a Shotokan? Like,
Is this Lance's friend?
That's Kitty. Yeah, that's a friend of mine.
She
like,
thinks that
Reese,
Reese
I think you
is
might need to guard yourself at night.
Hold on.
There's a bunch of comments we've missed.
We got a bunch of comments. Holy crap. Okay, sure. I remember Shop 4. I have the OG Pokemon chess set. Cool. Shaper size. Yeah, we got that
What does
one.
the Pokemon chess set look like? Is it just like a
Oops.
kid's set?
And yes, a man of culture. Well, you did say gal, so I mean, whatever.
Well, you know what? I can defend myself. Take that off. There's the quote.
What's that from? Anyway.
Arakawa.
The juxtapose between that and seeing Rock's face.
I see you're a man of culture.
We've got a lesbian who's a man of culture.
That picture of Rock is. I'm not comfortable with that picture.
I mean,
are you uncomfortable with Hanzo's minigun?
Yes, I'm definitely fucking uncomfortable with that. Jesus Christ. It's fucking
So
cursed.
that's why everyone likes Black Lagoon, right?
We'll get that in the next week, I suppose.
The incredibly relevant conversations of boys and girls swapping places all the time. Yeah.
Question: is there something in this podcast that particularly is large that I can put between the wingspan of the character?
Should I drop my pants?
Let's go back to the comments.
I'm just six shot of whiskey. It took 2 for years. Thank you.
With no E.
I love how Lance was on a senpai tangent and FDN was like just gonna roll away from that train wreck. Oh, didn't pass out. My sides hurt. Got cut. Lance leave. Pulling out the rum for the shot. Oh, yeah, I'll tell him, dude. Art is art. You least bastards.
Which one's that for?
I don't know.
That was in reference to the hentai being art.
Hentai? You mean art?
It's hentai and it's art.
Hentai is art. Hentai, yeah. Lance.
Whatever you pronounce it, I don't care.
Hentai. For the record, I'm drinking Plantation 20th Angel rum. Wow.
I have no idea what that is.
It comes from a plantation.
Oh.
You cast your takeaway food. Sorry, Gifty, I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just
another shot.
Another shot.
I was about to say.
Marie freezes.
Another shot.
Review of healers giving me much culture. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. All right.
Thanks for coming by again, Osoro. I don't think we've seen you much.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's been forever.
At least live.
I just caught this goddamn bug going up my leg, and I almost jumped out of this fucking chair.
Nice.
Is it eating the little leg hairs on your leg? Should be
Oh
called
my
Joe
god,
Biden.
you guys want a picture of this thing? It's
No.
fucking huge.
Please no. Well, we'll put that in the thumbnail. Damn it, we have to get the picture now. No.
I'll send you a picture of this bug I just crushed with my bare hands.
Yeah, I just thought of something after you.
For anyone listening, I was being assaulted by this bug. I had to defend myself.
For the thumbnail, you know the thing with the really long neck on that one box set cover?
Yeah.
Use this as a template and have it coming out of the dress.
This picture should never be used for anything. It should die. And
Oh god, you're talking about the picture behind. Ah.
Oh my god! I just realized what the scene isn't that the one we realized is that the dude.
it's not a dude. That's the problem.
It is a
Well,
dude.
hold
Uh,
up. We can't
I don't
really
think it
confirm
is.
or deny because
I don't. I'm drawing a blank for some reason.
It doesn't really matter what the gender is, to be honest.
Because
it's
not really
it's
the
still a
issue.
kid.
Weren't they
It's a
swapping-
kid. It's just a kid showing,
Yeah.
willingly showing that to an adult,
Ugh,
Yeah.
which is
it gets worse.
yeah.
And it did get worse. Oh,
And anyway,
I don't know if you guys
I'm
see
gonna
that
take a drink of this ibuprofen alcohol.
the Lego the Lego documentary where it's like
Why
the
was it on that?
Wow.
That is phenomenal. We are one of those are the thumbnail. I
We're,
vote
we're
the
working
Valkyrie.
on getting both of those in there.
Well,
FDDM,
I'm feeling like I want to put both of them just so it's just.
FDDM, the one on the right, the neck needs to be 4 times longer.
You're correct, but for some reason, right there, it looks so natural. Like it looks like he was built for that character. But yes, you're right. I should just like.
It does look not. How did
Hey,
you get?
what,
Didn't that have that? Did you find the raw image for the one on the left?
Right stuff. I just took the one that was on right stuff.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
they had. I thought it had the logo coming, or was it a second image?
No, you'll see I did a really hack job on
Oh.
yeeting out the.
that's called content aware film.
Oh.
I didn't even do the
be
content
right
aware. I
back.
just used the stamp tool and just hard smashed it.
Oh, that's why it looks like shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You,
can
got a
content
pretty
aware
good compliment there,
That's
FDM
so
from.
cringy. I can't look away. Well, I thank you.
That's going on the back of the box.
Which head is? Okay,
She's
so
taking.
that's
She's
that.
taking my job from spamming the chat away from me.
Oh,
All right, so.
It's like
Hold
a
on.
He took his
mask.
head off.
Wait,
It's like it's a mask.
wait, no. Zoom out. Put your head in that guy's hand.
what?
Gay.
Like up here?
Yeah, like he's
Dude, if you
holding
only
it,
had a basketball hoop,
I got his
you
head.
slam dunk foot him.
Now connect the neck.
Well, that's what I was.
Connect 4 feet of that.
If the original guy had his mouth open, you could have the long neck from the left coming out of his mouth, and have you're doing like the alien thing coming
This
out
is
of his.
Photoshop. You can still do that.
Well, whatever.
Make the neck come out of his mouth.
Ah.
And out of his mouth?
Yeah.
I think we're getting into some creepy ass gore.
No, leave it like that. Dear God, it looks better. It's like he's like.
So while FDDM's doing this, what have you guys been watching this last week? Since we're not going to be talking about Black Lagoon.
Lagoon.
Oh, we're not? Okay. I've been rewatching Magi Brilliant Park, and I forgot how funny the dub was. Also, I've been watching Eden Zero.
Ooh.
Is it awful?
No, it's decent, but I hate the
Well,
fact
that
that
sucks. No.
for Neverworld's like, it's not as dirty as Fairy Tale, and I'm like, the very first
Oh, no.
episode is like Rebecca wearing a short skirt, and them emphasizing that it's a short skirt, and it's like, ooh, look at her legs, we can almost see her butt, ooh, and it's just like, what? This is like even more dirty than the first couple episodes of Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale didn't get dirty until like, oh goodness gracious, until like several. I want to say at least a few, like at least 100 episodes in, like super dirty. I mean, like
The dirtiest it gets is the one OVA.
yeah. I mean,
Well, a couple OVAs. I guess.
comparison. I understand that like some people consider Fairy Tale to be like a beginner's first ecchi when it's like I don't know. In some regards it is, but in some regards it's not. Anyways, but it's just like
Part of the reason why I'm pretty sure it will never
Content
air
aware film.
on Toonami.
Yeah, but I can't do it because it's a smart object, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. I could just
Well,
do
that
this,
and I
but
assumed
know
that,
Brad doesn't like unsmartenizing an object.
No, here, clone it, or like drag that, duplicate that layer, and then flatten it.
we need to do a watch club of a Margie Brilliant Park though at some point.
Now do the content aware fill.
It's so funny.
Content aware fill.
It does do that.
Oh, okay. Do the smart one though, where you can like tell it where to fill from.
The smart one. Content aware fill.
Yeah. Now
Whoa.
draw. Take away the body so it doesn't like do a minus into the
What
body
have you
area.
been watching,
Yeah,
Reese?
First off, I finally got to read through freaking No Game No Life Volume 9. I swear to God, I've been carrying that book with
How you
me
liking
back and
that?
forth for like 3 months.
Oh, cool.
I have not been able to get through the one where they made the movie of it.
Volume 6.
Yeah. Oh man, I started reading that and it was just like
Are you reading the
friggin'
Young Press
chore.
releases or
whatever the one that's on Kobo
probably?
slash
But yeah, it's like I don't know what it is, but
Kindle,
they're
probably.
just a chore to read.
Oh, that's what Kobo
I've liked 1 through 5, but as soon as I got to 6 and they started doing the whole like back in time or whatever the fuck, it was just like can't get through this. So it's been on my to read list for a while now.
But yeah, I mean, like I remember reading like the prologue and then chapter 1 of volume 9, and then like I started reading chapter. I was like, what the fuck? I forgot. I had to go back to read the first 50 pages all over again.
Yeah.
Just because like when we go out of town, it's like 3.5 hour drive, but half the time I fall asleep before I even start reading anything. But like
I don't see how people fall
I carried
asleep.
that goddamn book with me for like 3 months. I never bothered to read it, and finally read it. I was like, finally, I can move on and read something else.
Yeah. Good.
But and I read the last volume of
There you go, guys.
Promised Neverland. So I finished that off.
Show them all those files. Well, what I was gonna say is the content aware fill thing. You can have it output to a new layer, and then you can delete the
like it
flatten
did that.
layer. Yeah, it did. So delete the flatten layer, and then you still have your smart object, and you have your filled
object.
shit.
Are we ending the podcast?
Teaching you some Photoshop. Sorry, I interrupted Reese.
No, you're
Take
fine.
another shot.
Someone take another shot because I interrupted someone.
We got Twitch.
We got a Twitch watcher. They're twitching over there.
Damn, Al. What's that? I don't know if
Thanks
that's.
for watching Casey Gina. Oh God.
Ooh.
Well, because I was.
That's
I was
a very
real
interesting
name.
name you got there.
Podcast, I'd like to, say goodbye, have closing thoughts.
Alright, so Nico votes that I'm tuning out. Thanks for the laughs. Sorry to creep you out, Reese. Some girls can't take a joke. I got work in the morning.
Were you just called a girl?
Yes.
Ouch.
That's rough, man.
That's rough, buddy.
I don't think I've told her. I might not have.
Anyway, I guess I better start talking. God, I can't even mimic a deep voice.
Do the deep voice.
You need to move to Canada so you can sue her for misgender.
So
Okay, you're being called out.
I read the last volume of Promised Neverland, so that was a thing. And I've watched a couple episodes of Lupin the Third, which is where the potato lady came from, and I deleted that overlay already.
Is Promised Neverland over now? Like
Yeah, the
written
manga's.
wise?
Yep.
Promised Neverland is over, party.
I'm like
Promised Neverland never happens.
as someone who's been watching One Piece, not since it started. Like I only started watching it in like 2012. But I like binged through the first like 500-600 episodes or whatever it was out at the time, and caught up, and then was watching it until it got shit, and then started reading it. And if now, like I read it every week. This thing is going on forever, and I mean it's a good show,
I
but
stopped
like
reading it because
I want it to end eventually. You know.
Like,
Yeah.
I was reading it since let's see, this was back in 2007 is when I started reading it because it was on Cartoon Network, the 4Kids version, and I wanted
Yeah,
to see
that's
what
what I started
happened.
watching when it originally aired in America when Cartoon
I
Network.
watched that too, and then I gave up because
Don't give it up
our
Zolo.
our version of American Satellite was taken away from us by the evil people that didn't
Oh,
want us
God.
stealing it anymore.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll load these back in. So this is from one of the episodes that I watched, as you can tell from the yellow subtitles.
What is it? Part 2?
Yep, this is part 2.
Part 2. Do you know what episode?
I could tell you, but it's
He'd have to kill you.
So
no.
so when
hold
did the Ditto from that first season of Pokemon join Lupin?
Well, when did Lupin turn into this one lady in Lupin turn into Ditto? Because this aired in like 1979, 1980.
Maybe that's
Okay.
the inspiration for Ditto's face.
It's like this guy here down the bottom is like so freaking detailed, and then we get these.
Well, they are background characters.
Yeah, it was a panning shot to Lupin who's standing like, the guy in the top left is
The
like
one
right
guy,
next to
I
the
don't know.
aisle.
Is
Top-
he missing
very-
eyes
Very top
entirely?
left, the top of his head's missing. Yeah, but
What?
they're standing like sitting right next to the aisle. It's just panning to Lupin who's standing in the aisle.
Yeah, but like the guy on the left there and the center left,
Yeah.
are those his eyes and his eyes just like completely black, or are those his eyebrows and doesn't have any eyes?
I don't know.
There.
The guy in the bottom's got eyes. He even has irises.
He has combined eyebrows and eyes. It's a brand new feature for this type of proto-human.
And then we get Bedina Ugliminski over here. and then I saw this one, and I was like, that one's, I gotta save that one just because this is adorable.
Well, Reese, you're projecting your insecurities of being adorable onto others, I see. No.
And this one and this one are from the same episode. So, I'm gonna quick loop on part 2 episodes. And the one with the Ditto
Podcast right away.
is episode 142 is the Ditto lady.
142. Oh, that might be.
So that came out in July 7th, 1980.
You watched that on your discotheque discs?
Did someone mute me, or did I mute myself?
Yeah, man, you're muted. Totally.
I don't remember. Anyway, 151 or whatever is a Pokemon? Is that the episode number that you just said? Is that the episode
No.
of Pokemon?
142 is the episode of Lupin.
Oh, okay.
Part 2.
Yeah.
That aired in July of 1980.
Now, hold on. You watched your discotheque DVDs?
Yep.
Question mark?
That was a discotheque DVD.
Cool. That is good. For reasons.
So, anyway, that's pretty much all that I've watched. What have you guys watched? FDDNM, what have you watched?
Half an episode of Roberta's Various Fluids Trail.
Interesting.
I have been busy. with other
Con-
things preoccupying me.
You're
Fired.
forgiven.
Do you know the
I guess.
topic of that episode?
I don't know you. You don't know me. I was using girls as sarcastic. Girls, not a specification.
Maybe it's my 1:30 a.m. brain, but
Yeah, I'm kind of tired as well.
Damn it, I'm determined to find Ditto Lady before this episode ends.
and the episode
You don't
now.
have time?
It's about probably 3/4 of the way in, or no, maybe halfway in. I can't remember now. Maybe I can do a timestamp.
So it's before they get on the plane or after?
I can't remember. Hold on. Pictures.
Good night, Necovolts.
Hold on.
You guys are showing every comment. Good job.
That's what you do when you are
Spamming the chat.
One.
when you are a legit operation.
I can't make heads or tails of what the timestamp name means on VLC Snap.
Just take it from the YouTube video. Screenshot it.
Just take it from the YouTube video.
No.
No,
He's
no,
trying
no.
There's reasons.
He's trying to find the frame himself, and I.
Footnam has OCD for
Alright.
the highest possible quality that
Well-
could be imagined, and if it's not
That's not
there, it's
quite-
not acceptable.
No, it's not quite what. Anyway, when I find it, you'll know.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end it unless you want to show the fruit of your spoils on the as the ending card.
Show his spoils.
What you mean? The thumbnail?
I don't know. We have a Right Stuff affiliate link if anybody wants to use those, and an Amazon one. And check out the OCApodcast.com website. Whose bitch is this? Is this yours or?
That's Brad's.
Oh,
Slash
BitChute?
Yeah, bitch,
Okay.
you.
BitChute.
Which, by the way, my re-upload got taken down on YouTube and BitChute.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
getting messaged
BitChute was like this
lot.
impenetrable wall of copyright lawless land, but nope.
Oh dear Lord.
However,
I
this
really
time
don't see where
Well-
what you put up is like not in fair use. You literally
It's
talk
because
over the
Japan
entire video.
overprotect.
Like I've seen a lot of reviewers that put out a lot more than that. I don't know. It's because you're Canadian.
Must be.
Well, we have something called fair dealings, which
Your
is basically
your
identical
bacon
fees.
is confusing.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with that.
We have normal bacon too.
F off.
I thought you. Well, if we're gonna go that route, the best way to end it is.
Is there a good place to kill myself around here?
What the fuck?
Ending it, you know.